I always have to triple check because that one
Mm.
time now I'm like scarred from the one time it
So that
didn't
one time,
record.
no,
Yes. Well,
just
and then the
opening with an
other
inside joke
time,
and nobody knows.
it only recorded like your audio or something, I think, and I was like,
Oh
"What?"
yeah, that's right.
Like, "Oh,
But we are back.
we're back."
We
Yes.
are back to the Catnip Hour, and it is a spoopy month here.
Yeah.
I
That was
tried to
spot
open with a
on.
Dracula.
Yes. It was
It's
fractive.
just enough. Who keeps flickering the lights?
It's, and then
That
when
was
they
frog
finally realize it's him, they're like, "Ah, no, it's Spragg Like,
too.
oh, it was so obvious now. But that whole,
Oh,
I mean, we could go on about we should. I mean, we have one more. I guess it would be November by then, but to do episodes, like Disney Channel episodes for Halloween.
Disney and Nickelodeon. I feel like we
Yes.
talked about maybe Disney before. I
Yeah.
don't know, but we could.
But yes,
But anyway, it's spoopy month. It's the
it's
spoopy
spoopy.
times.
Yes.
And what are we talking about today? Specifically related to
Yes.
spoopy times.
Underrated, or at least what we consider underrated movies, Halloween
Yeah,
movies. Which
I only
may
picked a
I feel like
couple.
now maybe my one is not underrated. I don't know. I got a low rating everywhere, so maybe it is.
Hmm,
But
I don't know.
the first one is the Haunted Mansion.
Oh my god,
Now I thought
we're
this,
starting. We're starting off really strong here.
yes, and
I
I
love this movie so much.
because I was looking, I have it up on Google. 5.2, the OG one from 2003. 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb.
Nope, nope,
14% on Rotten Tomatoes.
nope,
Excuse me?
nope, nope. You can't tell me nothing. This
You
movie is great. You can't tell me nothing. I get it. A lot of times you go back, there is things that I'll bring up that are not okay. That if they, I didn't watch the remake, but there's definitely things that if they made it again, they would want to change.
yeah.
There is a slur that they use in this movie that you can't say anymore,
Yep.
which is what they call Madame Leota.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna say it, but
Yep.
it is a
Watch
slur,
it and
and
you'll
you can't.
see. Yep.
Yeah, but it's now you refer to Madame Leota. What they said would be Romani people. That's what you say. That's the
Yes.
correct way to say it,
Yeah.
and
That's
not
how.
be a
Yeah.
slur. However, except for that, I would say,
Yes.
and probably
So,
like a few like outdated jokes from
yeah.
that era. You
I
know,
mean, it was 2003.
well, I was about to say this movie is like quintessential
Yes.
2003. Like you
Yep.
say that you just look at it and watch it for about 5 or 10 minutes, and even if you've never seen it, you could probably look at it. But you could also see how what age Eddie Murphy's at and be like, oh yeah, that's probably like
Uh huh.
2003.
Yeah, they all look super young.
Oh man. Mhm.
But here's the description.
Yeah,
Um,
the synopsis, if you will.
yes. And uh, it's trying to bring me to the new one. Okay, no.
No.
Workaholic real estate agent Jim Evers is accused by his wife Sarah of neglecting his son and daughter, so he takes the family on a vacation. Along the family stops off at a sinister mansion that Jim has been asked to sell, only to discover it's haunted by Master Gracie, his stern butler Ramsley, and two other servants who need some help breaking a curse. Like just
I love how it says accused, as if he wasn't like deliberately like a worker.
yeah,
Like the
accused of
description is
no,
crazy.
no, because
Accused.
the beginning of
Dude,
it.
one of the opening scenes is he literally physically can't say no to
Yes,
be like making more sales as he's leaving to
yes.
go home for their anniversary, and
I
he
was
doesn't
just
get
gonna
home
say
till like
that.
very late
Yes.
at night.
So he
He
helped.
did. He's not
Yeah,
accused. He's doing that.
yeah.
Like,
Well, he
he's a
went.
workaholic.
Yeah, he went and made the sale, and then he
Uh-huh.
told his wife like, "We got the sale. Like, I'm on my way home," and then
Yeah.
somehow he's in a bar after the fact. I don't know how he ended
Yeah.
up in a bar after he sold the house because he wasn't with the people that he sold the house to. He was
Right.
with other people, but
I think the people that he goes to get the paperwork, remember, because he goes in the bar. And for some reason, okay, this movie's like vaguely based off of a ride. in
Yes.
Disney World and Disneyland, if you didn't know, called the Haunted Mansion. But I think it's really funny how randomly they'll make different references to things that are
Yeah.
also in Disney parks in this movie. Like when he goes to that bar, the bar is called the Tiki Room, and there's
Oh,
also an
yes.
attraction called the Tiki Room in Disney World.
Yes.
But I think he needed them to sign. He I don't think he was making a sale. I think he just needed some them to sign paperwork because he had paperwork. So that's why he
Yes.
went to the bar.
And then
Because
they
remember
were
he
like,
yells
"Do you
at them.
wanna
He's like, "Hey,
drink?"
sign this. I'll go. You want to go?" They're like, They're like, "This bar is just like Hawaii. You should go." He goes, "I'll go if you sign. I'll go
Yeah,
if you
so he
sign
gets
these
them to
papers."
sign so he gets them to sign it, and then as he's walking
Yeah,
out, other people were like, "I heard you sell houses," and so he stopped and then was making another
which you didn't
offer.
hear in that bar. Which you definitely didn't hear in that bar.
Oh,
By
no.
the way,
No. I went to a bar
I can't.
recently, couldn't hear a thing.
No,
No.
no, they're very loud.
Yeah,
You're not
and
meant to hear unless you're talking to the person that's directly next to you,
yeah,
you can't hear anything.
nope. I had to go
Yeah.
outside multiple times to be able to hear my coworker because it's just that loud. Um,
Hey,
yes. It's
that's bar life, baby. I don't know.
yeah, I'm clearly not cut out for the bar life. Um,
I don't think I've been to many bars. It's more so like I guess house parties, but I don't know.
yeah,
It's yeah, anyway.
yes.
So
But and then what gets me is he comes home with this "I'm sorry" bear with this like really
mhm,
expensive bracelet.
yeah.
Like, come on, you
Oh,
like,
he's very hateful. They make him very hateful.
oh
Like,
yeah,
they do not make him like a sympathetic like he has to go through an arc.
yep,
Because in the beginning, he's a real like I rewatched it recently within the
mm,
last couple of weeks, and I never remember how much of a like douchebag he
oh
is in the
yes,
beginning of the
yeah.
movie.
And I didn't realize that either until I watched it again. And I'm like, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
and it,
but it's part of the arc. He has to go through. You know what I mean? He almost loses what's most important to him, so he has to go through like a whole arc. You know?
yes, and um, comes home with like this really expensive bracelet. Like, come on, man, like that's you missed your whole anniversary for some sale
Hmm.
that didn't need to even happen. Like you got the paperwork signed for the one person, go home,
Yeah,
but you waited.
which is wild because I'm wondering how long did those people like, I really like, what did the rest of his night look like? Because I really want the timeline because in the before that they show him like doing like a house tour
Yeah,
with these people, and it's clearly the middle of the day.
yes,
I want the timeline of like when did he get to the bar? When
yes,
was he done with the paperwork with them? Because they basically like insisted they were like, "Oh, have a drink, three volcanoes," and he's like, "Oh, well," like,
yeah. By the
and he's
time
like,
he
"Oh,
comes
okay."
home, it's clearly pitch black out.
Mhm.
So I'm like,
Yeah, so
where?
I really want the
Yeah.
time, and I'm like, how many more people did he sell out? Did he like
Oh
just
yeah, he
get drunk
probably
at the
kept
bar and just
going.
start selling everyone
I mean,
out at
given
the
like
bar?
he literally was just trying to leave the bar when they were like, "I heard you sell houses," so I feel like it's just
You know what? I don't know why he didn't just take a business card, put your number on it, and be like, "Here's my card.
call me
I'll
Monday.
call you. Call me Monday." Exactly.
But
Fixable
he
solution.
probably again just went to the like he probably finished with them and was like, "Great, I still have time," and then left. And then as he's leaving, someone else stopped him, and he can't help
We just
himself.
heard you hear that those that sell their house because we're looking to buy, and it's like that's the completely different.
Yep. Mhm. Like
Oh, and then
that.
he doesn't inform Sarah that he's staying longer, and he
Yep.
just looks up at the sky as if she's like in heaven or a ghost or something. Did you
Yes.
notice that? He just
Yes.
looks up as if she's in heaven or something. He goes,
Like, I'm gonna make it up
"Sarah,
to
forgive
you.
me." It's
Yeah.
like just
Forgive
call
me.
her. What do
Huh?
you mean? It's so
Yeah.
strange.
No, I
Like
can't.
it's wild watching these movies back as an adult because you're a kid. When you're a kid, I saw this movie in theaters.
Oh, did
Um,
you?
I did. And I have like well not a creepy, but it's like something very specific that I remember about it. The childhood movie theater that I would go to, it's closed now. Potentially is gonna get rebuilt, but I haven't heard anything about it in like 3 months. So until I see it with my own eyes, it's still
Yeah.
dead. COVID killed it. But that was like my childhood movie theater that I had gone to for years and years. And they would have like the main floor. It was two floors, so on the second floor they would have like the really big theaters. They would show like the really big box office movies, and then the main floor had like, it was like decent sized movie theaters, like what you'd expect, nothing like gigantic,
Yeah.
but there was always a movie theater. For some reason, I don't know why. It was at the very end of the hallway, and they would always show movies there. They would move those movies to that theater when they knew that they were leaving, or if they didn't do as good.
Oh.
Like, they would only if they had, like, 2 or 3, like, showtimes versus something that would have, like, 7 or 8 or something like that, it
Yeah.
would always be the smallest theater at the end of the hallway, and it sounds funny because it's kinda, like, spoopy, so I was trying to be like, "This might" it
Oh, yeah.
sounds a little spoopy. It was Theater 15, I specifically remember, and this is where I saw this movie, and it was at the end of the hallway, and it was the smallest theater. It literally looked like when you walked in there that it was, like, somebody's, like, home. It was, like, very small.
Oh, that's weird. That's
I don't
creepy.
I don't know why they kept it there. I don't know if it was an extra thing on the end of the building and they didn't get rid of it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but for some reason they had this small theater. I think they also did it for like kids movies and stuff too,
Oh,
to like
yeah.
put all the families together maybe, so they didn't like have to use a bunch of theaters on like one movie. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I specifically remember because this was the first movie that I saw in that theater and I was confused. I was with my mom at the time, and I was like, "Why why are we going all the way to the end of the theater?"
Yeah.
And it was like a scary movie. I was just
Mhm.
like, "This is so weird." And we walked in, and the opening credits were happening, and I don't know what they did to update it to the new 2023 movie, but they showed some things that were like wild
Yep.
for being in a kids movie.
Oh, yes.
In in the opening,
Yep.
I don't know if we need to put a trigger warning. Well,
Trigger
maybe
warning.
if you've seen it at this point, it's could be disturbing for some people. In one of the opening sequences, you straight up see somebody get like hanging,
Yes.
like killing themselves. You don't see them actually hanging themselves. You see the aftermath of it,
Yes.
but you fully see
Yeah.
somebody, like, a dead body hanging and they're dead. I was
Yep.
like, "They would not do that
Nope.
now." Like, I'm like, "That's
Not for a
not something."
Disney. Is this considered a Disney movie? I guess
Yeah.
so,
Oh,
yeah.
it's a Dis yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because it's fully the ride is Disney, everything, yeah. And they took some of the names from well, it's from this is a little fun fact, but the name Gracie, like, the guy Master Gracie,
Oh, yeah.
he's also a figure in the ride.
Oh,
And
okay.
they did that because one of the main well, the people that work on the rides are called, like, Imagineers, and one of the main Imagineers that worked on the ride was named Neil Gracie. So they
Oh, that's
named
cool.
that yeah,
Yeah.
exactly, so I don't know, it's just I couldn't believe that that was in the opening. When I went back and
Yes.
rewatched it,
Mhm.
I was like, "They fully showed him, like, dead and hanging?" Like, I didn't remember that at all.
I I don't remember that, and I was
I
shocked,
didn't remember that at
honestly.
all, and I wonder if I walked in with my mom and she was like, "I don't know if I should take her." But we still watched it, so I
Yeah.
guess mom was like, "Alright, well." Oh, man.
I
And then 2003, I would've been I'm trying to think how young we would've been in 2003,
let me
because
see.
this came out I wanna say it probably came out around, like, September or
It was
October.
November 26th, so
It came out
after.
so it came out after Halloween.
Yep.
Okay, interesting.
So
Weird choice to not have it
mm,
before.
so
They were like, "Well, no."
so
There was
technically,
probably other things that came out that year.
I'm just gonna put that you're 31 because 'cause you're almost basically there.
Yeah,
So we were
basically,
9
basically.
when it came out.
Okay.
But
Well, I mean,
for I wonder what again, I don't remember. I don't think I saw it in theaters, but, like,
yeah.
imagine being a parent and you're like, "Okay, it's based off the ride."
Mhm.
You've seen clips of it, previews, and you go to the
Yeah.
theaters with your 9-year-old kid, maybe younger, and that's the first thing you see.
Yeah, and we got there like a couple of seconds late. Like we were walking in and those sequences were happening where they have like everyone like they show the backstory because this goes into a whole backstory with the
Yep,
ghost
yep,
about how like they'll show like a sequence from like a ball where they're like dancing and all
yes,
of that and like tarot cards and all these weird which I don't know, like all the elements of the opening credits, like it's pretty hectic the opening of this
yes,
because they try to stock give you like a lot of lore in like 2 minutes.
yeah,
Like they're like, oh, pay attention. This is
mhm,
gonna be important later. But yeah, I'm pretty sure if I walked in, my mom must have probably said to me like, "Are you okay?" Because like if we went to go see movies and something like that happened, that was her first like instinct would be to just ask me, "Are you okay?" And if I wouldn't be okay, then obviously we would leave.
Oh, yeah.
I really wanted to see this movie, so I guess I was probably like, "I'm okay."
Yeah, you probably just did not wanna tell her that you weren't.
Yeah, I probably wasn't gonna tell her. And then the whole thing was like, "Hey, we already paid for the movie."
Oh, that's true. I mean, back then, it
It's
was
okay.
probably really cheap.
I don't know, but no, I don't know.
I mean,
I
two
don't know. Probably,
yeah,
probably, but maybe for back then's standards, like I don't know. You know what I mean? It would be
yeah,
considered cheap now, but maybe back then it like made sense. You know?
yes.
But I
So, of
mean,
course
the other sequence in the like in the opening is that you also see somebody getting poisoned
Oh, yes,
and
I
like
forgot about that, yep.
drinking wine and like falling. So you see like two deaths
Deaths.
within the first like 5 minutes,
But
which is
then
kind of
but
crazy.
I feel like it's so lighthearted after that, for the most
I
part.
know.
Like, there's a whole plot and a storyline, but it's still
Hmm.
kind of just like, oh, you just have the talking statue heads, and you just have all this
Hmm.
other stuff that makes it more lighthearted, and you have, like, the gypsy that's stuck in the, crystal ball.
Yeah.
But you just have
Yeah.
2 deaths in the beginning, like, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, you know when it gets dark again. Spoilers for the Haunted Mansion if you somehow have not seen, even though it came out in 2003. But it gets dark again once the plot gets
Yep.
revealed, like what's going on,
Oh,
because
yes.
they're like, "Oh, where's our mom? She's getting ready for her wedding, of course." So at some point, Butler is just like, "Oh, somehow the wife, Eddie Murphy's wife that shows up, looks exactly like the ghost's dead wife
Yes. Yep.
somehow." I mean, I guess the whole thing about you can't really get into like the lore of it, I guess.
Yes.
She's my understanding is I guess she would be like a very like she must be a descendant of hers somehow after all
Yes.
of these years. But they
Mhm.
really don't really get into the logistics of it, I guess. They're just like, "Hey, look at this painting. Doesn't she look like your wife?"
Yes.
Yeah, she's
Yeah, and
my favorite.
everyone in that house is a ghost, but they don't know it's a ghost,
Yeah,
and
at
then they
first, but then they start
yeah.
to reveal themselves. Right after he sees Madame Leota is really when everything starts to like
Yep.
pick up. Before that, it's just like they tried to like make it like the ride, literally,
Yeah.
because they make him literally go down corridors and like hallways, and he gets stuck in the wall, and then he discovers Madame Leota. Like for a bit, they were like, "Oh yeah, this is based off a ride. We have to make it look like the ride a little bit."
Yeah.
And then also the part outside with the skeletons. Like you see how they literally burst through the wall and are
Yes.
driving with the carriage? Like that's part of the ride. You literally go outside and you go through the whole like graveyard. And they have the same exact ghost there too, which is what I noticed. Since the
Oh,
last time I
yes.
saw it, I was like, oh, they, they used some of the exact like one. I think there's like one that like has a hat and he like tips his hat, and
Oh,
that's like the
mhm.
exact same thing that they like use in the ride. So I was like, they tried to like be like, oh yeah, right, this is based on a ride. We gotta like
Yep.
put some like nods to it. But this movie is really funny,
It's
honestly.
yeah, and it's
It's really
2003, which I think makes it that much better
I know.
because it's that old humor and, like,
Well,
everything.
it's got that certain sense of humor, and
Uh,
it's Eddie Murphy like in his prime.
oh,
To be
yeah.
fair, like I mean, he's not really making things anymore. I don't know, but at the time, I mean, this was peak. I mean, Shrek 2 comes out like the year after,
Yep.
so he was like doing a lot of
So, like,
stuff.
he was doing Shrek, Haunted Mansion, Shrek 2.
A lot of things, yeah. But
Yeah,
there's definitely more.
2001 was Shrek.
Right,
And
right.
then, so 2 years later, he makes The Haunted Mansion. And then
Hmm.
a year later, he makes Shrek 2. So
Yeah,
he's in his prime. There's 5 Shreks.
yeah. The fifth one. You didn't see the trailer for the fifth one?
No, I did. Now I'm seeing the girl's hair. Yep, I did.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, yeah. It was one of those things like the Sonic trailer. Like now people are they
Yeah.
bullied the creators of it, so I don't even know if it's still happening now.
Well,
Because I don't know why the animation style looks different. It just looks bad.
it looks bad. But also, I don't know, like, I'm assuming as a sidetrack, but like, I'm assuming you could probably still make the animation the same as what you used before, just updated so it's not as like bad. Like this animation looks totally different. Like couldn't they still use the same style of animation? Like it just looks
Yeah, I
bad.
don't know why they changed it. I don't know why they
Exactly.
changed it.
Yeah.
There's no reason to change it, but
Because Shrek kind of looks the same, but he still looks different. But Fiona just looks different.
hmm
And
yep,
then their daughter just has a top bun.
yeah.
Okay.
Did you see who the daughter is voiced by too?
Oh yeah, Zendaya.
Yeah,
Yep.
which I'm like, hey, and the thing that made me like cringe was that in the trailer they like leaned into the whole like memes of Shrek, and I'm like, no, you can't like do that. Like they can't be aware of their own. Like they
Yes.
don't do that with like SpongeBob. You can't make them aware of their own memes
Mm-hmm.
like in the franchise. It
Yeah.
doesn't work like that. But they were like, oh, it'll be funny. No, I'm like, no.
No,
So I'm hoping that they do what they did with the Sonic movie when
and
they released the original trailer and he had teeth and they changed and they bullied him
yes.
so bad that they changed it. I hope that they did it. Because I wanted to come out because I'm like selfishly like, oh, I want more
Yes.
of these actors like talking together, but not if it's gonna be like that,
No. It
I
just
guess.
looks DreamWorks do better. That's what I gotta say.
But at the same time, I can also like I can also realize I'm like, oh wait, this isn't directly for me anymore.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, I
But
get it. So Shrek Forever After. That was the fourth one.
hmm
That came out in
which I
2010.
remember well. It's not that I don't know if it's I haven't gone back and watched it, but there's been like a good amount of memes that have been
Yeah.
resurfaced from that. Like the
But
thing about the chimichanga stand. Did you
oh
ever see
yes.
that? That's my
Hmm.
chimichanga stand. No, Cookie, we won't be using that. Trust me, Fiona. That whole
Yes.
bit, like from that.
But even
But
so,
I
like
don't
when
know.
you look at the animation of the fourth one, which was from 2010, it still looks almost exactly like the old ones. So like they could just make this fifth one the same way.
Well, I also wonder if it's because the if it has anything to do with the fact that DreamWorks is dead now. Is what people have been saying that it's now
Oh.
moving over to being Illumination, and they're not
And
gonna
they're
want
the
to do
ones
the
that
same
do
stuff like the Minions and stuff.
yes, yeah. That would
So
make
they're probably not
sense.
gonna want to do
Yeah.
the same stuff that DreamWorks did. But I'm like, I don't
This is what
know.
made it great.
People hate it, but
Yeah.
people but they'll just the sad part is they'll just do whatever makes them the most money. So we'll
Or
see.
but
Again,
maybe
I hope
people
it's like a
can
Sonic
bully them
situation
enough.
where they get bullied,
Yeah.
and that's what I mean. I hope it's like the Sonic situation where they get bullied enough and they change it back.
Mhm.
Ah,
Mhm. Because that
because
one's
if they can
off.
make if they made oh my god, I know the trailer when you watch it is even worse.
Uh-huh.
Like the lighting's weird, like something's just off, and I don't know what it is, but something's just off. Really weird.
Yeah.
But
No, I
anyway, back
agree.
to the Haunted
Oh
Mansion.
yeah.
It's an Eddie Murphy property, so that's why we were.
Yes, yes.
You know, it's one of my. I think there's a lot of them, but my favorite line in the entire thing is when it's after he sees Madame Leona. That whole exchange when he's talking, he's like comes around a hallway and closes the door and then looks up at a staircase and they're in like an attic, I think, with like the butler and the cook, I guess is who you would call. They don't ever give them names, I don't think, but it's the two ghosts that like work in the house. Like it's like the
Oh,
not a
yeah.
butler, but I guess because Ramsey's the butler. So I don't know
Oh, let
what
me
he.
see.
I guess like groundskeeper. He's like a groundskeeper, and then she's
Uh
the cook. You know what I mean? I
yes.
maybe. I think that's what it is. But
Yeah, it just says the ghost of Master Gracie's long lost. Oh no.
no, I'm talking about the guy that had the voice on. He was in like basically like every Pixar movie. I think he's like the voice of the.
Oh yes, he's just called a footman. I guess
He's
it's
called a what?
footman.
The Footman. Interesting.
Footman. I guess it's not like a what is footman? A servant whose duties include admitting visitors and waiting a table. Okay. So he's
Interesting.
not a butler.
I'm
So he's a servant, but he's not a butler to like one person. He's just basically
I'm
like
gonna call him a groundskeeper because that makes more sense
yep.
than
And then the
Footman
other
to me.
lady is just the maid.
Yeah, but she's also the cook, I think, because she gets insulted when he says, "Oh." So that whole exchange is so funny because he's like, they're like, Dad, they're ghosts. And they're like, no, it's not ghosts. We're just having a hallucination. Was that chicken we ate? It didn't taste good. And
Mhm.
then she gets offended. She's like, hey, it's not the chicken. And he goes, all
Yeah.
right, it's not the chicken.
Yeah.
Like she
Uh-huh.
got mad. But do you have a favorite line from the movie at all?
No, but I do love the little they're not statues, but like the busts that are like repeating everything they say when they're outside.
What did they say when they're outside?
Remember when he's like looking for the key and he can't find it? Oh, I gotta see if I can find the.
Oh, how they repeat the whole thing where they're just
Yes,
like singing to him? They're like,
yes.
where's the key? Where's
Uh
the
huh.
key?
And it turns out, because I looked it up, so they're voiced by the Dapper Dans, which
Oh my God,
are,
really?
yeah, which are like the
That's really
barbershop
funny. I didn't know that.
quartet, yeah, on Disneyland.
Hmm. That's
I
good.
don't
I
think
also
they
noticed, I don't
perform
know if
there.
it was intentional, but one of them kind of looks like Walt Disney. I don't know if that was intentional or not. It probably was.
Oh,
But the one that's
probably.
like all the way over to the left, the last one that you see when they walk away,
Oh,
like
he
the face
does.
like
Yeah.
looks like Walt Disney, doesn't it?
Oh, he probably did that on purpose.
They probably did.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the part when again it's still in that hallway. I just love that whole scene where they're like, I think it's like maybe after they find the key and then they go back and he's like, he goes, the guy is dead and he wants to go with my wife. And then the ground, I'm calling him the groundskeeper because I don't, the footman, excuse me,
Oh yeah.
goes,
Get it right.
oh, are you upset? And he's like, the guy is dead and he's trying to get with my wife and the house isn't really for sale. Yeah, I'm upset.
Yeah.
That
Again,
whole line
having
is
to
just
put in the
perfect.
whole house thing.
The
You know.
house isn't really. He's like that was the double edged sword. That was what put him over the edge that the house wasn't for
Like,
sale.
yeah, sure, it was the wife, but it's more so that this big, beautiful mansion he's not going to sell now. It's still, he's still, no.
Like he's
All
still
about,
a
hmm.
workaholic through and through.
And I tried to watch the one from 2023.
You're
I,
better than me. I will not watch that.
so I
Like
started watching it because
I
I
saw
thought
it was
it,
rated PG-13, so
yes.
I'm like, I wonder if they just kept it like quote unquote scary. I mean, it was never scary to begin
What
with,
was
but
the original one?
PG. They would say
PG.
PG, which is wild because of what they encounter in the first 5 minutes of the movie. But they're like, no, it's PG.
Um, the
Everything was PG back then, though.
That's true. Yeah.
I feel like.
And I tried to watch it. So tell me how this did better than the original. 6 out of 10 on IMDb, 38% on Rotten Tomatoes, and Metacritic did 47%. Huh? You're telling me it did better than the OG one? I couldn't watch it. I tried. And I googled it. So it says I thought it was just a remake, but it's entirely a different movie. This is a woman and her son enlist a motley crew of so-called spiritual experts to help rid their home of supernatural squatters. Like, okay. And I think I watched about like 20 minutes of it. Couldn't do it.
I mean, the cast seemed pretty good too,
Oh
but
yeah, the
like I don't.
cast was fine. I didn't like the acting. Well, Jared Leto was in it.
Oh
Um,
no, that's the number one. I
yep,
will not watch. Well, not I will not watch it, but I'd rather not.
yeah.
He's in it.
Owen Wilson is in it. As a priest.
Oh, oh,
Yeah,
so they get into the whole like ghost hunting
yeah,
aspect of it.
yeah.
Oh God, please.
So it's like this one guy doesn't believe in ghosts, and this other girl that he's flirting with does, and this girl buys a house that's haunted, so she's like getting people to like rid the ghost of her house. I don't know. I watched about 20 minutes before I had to shut it off. I was like, I can't. But Danny DeVito's in it, and Tiffany Haddish, and Jamie Lee
Danny
Curtis.
DeVito and who else? Oh, Jamie
Tiffany
Lee
Haddish.
Curtis.
So Jamie Lee Curtis is Madame Leota,
Huh.
but all the rest of the
Interesting.
characters are not named after any of the original people. So like, why does she just have apparently Winona Ryder's in it? I don't know. Still won't watch it, but no,
Yeah, it's not for me.
no.
I don't need.
They did. Now I feel
Maybe if
like
I
I
get
should go
really, maybe if
back.
I get like really bored.
Maybe I'll go back though, because apparently there's the Muppets Haunted Mansion.
That's really good.
Is
I've seen
it?
it.
I feel like I
Yes.
should go back and watch that one.
Yes. Yes. It's really good. Well, it's really good because it's always the gimmick. My favorite gimmick of the Muppets is that mostly everybody in the room is a Muppet and there's just one human just
Oh
walking through.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, who's the human in this one? Do we know? Oh,
I
John
forget.
Stamos is in it.
Well, no, no, no. I think it's like there's humans throughout, but it's like
Yes.
I don't know. I just remember it being like really like silly and good.
Yeah. Pat Sajak is one of the busts in this in the Muppets one.
Oh, yeah, I remember it being pretty good. I mean, it's like I might have to rewatch it because I don't remember like Alfonso, host of Dancing with the Stars,
Ah,
aka Carlton.
yes.
Oh, I love how the first question on Google in the drop down is how scary is Muppets Haunted Mansion?
What's the Muppets? I think that's the whole
It
point
says
of it.
some
Not,
scenes could scare and disturb children under 5 years. Well, I guess if people want to know.
but here they're saying, oh, for example, full of disturbing images like eyes in the wallpaper, creepy skeletons, zombies, whatever.
Yeah,
But like in the original one, they literally had people dying in the first like 5 minutes.
yeah. I think that might be why people don't talk about this one as much. But
It's iconic.
yeah, and I think it's fine if like you should. Well, I mean, look at what kids like watch now. Like I feel like it's like
Um, Italian
I
brain
feel
rot.
like if
I think.
yeah. Well, I just mean like I feel like maybe like yeah, not young, but again, when they labeled it PG, that PG assumed like I think it said like no one under like I don't remember what the actual like stipulants of it are, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know. But PG was like there was also a rating of G, you know.
Oh,
To be
yeah.
f to be fair, no, but yeah, there was also, like, an open-ended thing of what was allowed that it was, like, more I feel like you can watch a lot of movies from this time period and be like, "Okay, no, like, they wouldn't
Mhm.
do that now in,
Yeah.
like, a kid's movie."
Yeah.
I feel like if they had originally made this a rating of PG-13, that would make sense, and maybe that's why maybe now, just to compare I'll probably try to watch the new one just because now I'm getting more curious what they're gonna allow it. I know it's like a completely different storyline, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna get pissed off, but
Yeah, I think maybe that's why. And I felt like I kind of
probably.
got bored when I was watching the beginning of it, and I
That's
was
never a
just
good
like,
sign. That's never a good sign because this one pulls you in instantly.
yes. Well,
And you
maybe
know what I like
they.
too
I
about
mean, the beginning of
they
the new one didn't have someone die within the first 2 seconds, so
that's true.
maybe
That's
that's why
true.
it's less appealing. I,
You're like, I just need death in my
I just
movies, or
need,
I'm just
yeah.
not interested.
As long as it's not
I
a dog, I'm
specifically
fine.
really get yeah, right? Hey, exactly. And I don't think there's no animal deaths in this. No.
Nope.
No, no. Okay, good. Like I was trying to remember. I
I
was
was like,
like,
I don't
I
think
think there's
so.
like a, I think there's like a ghost dog that they show in the well in the
Yeah.
ride. I know that there's like a ghost dog
Oh
that
yeah.
shows up in the graveyard. I think that ghost that has the well, it's called famously the hatchback ghost. I think hatchbox or hatch something like that. The the ghost that specifically has the hat and he like tilts the hat
Oh. Hmm.
he has, like in the ride, he has, like, a skeleton dog that's, like, with him. So, I don't know. But it's again, they make it like you know how, like, the in Corpse Bride, they have, like, the dog that's, like, quote, unquote, "dead," but it's just, like, a skeleton, so it doesn't look that, like, gruesome, I guess.
Yeah.
You don't see an actual animal death is what I'm getting at. But, like But this
Yes.
movie kinda got dark at the end too when they just randomly had like a hell sequence in the last, like,
Oh,
5
yeah.
minutes. So, like, the bookends of this movie were, like, kind of low key terrifying, and then in the middle, they're just like, "La la la, walking through the mansion. Look at these singing heads," like,
Yep.
and then they find out the butler's evil, and then they're like, "Oh my god, you're gonna go to hell." Like, he literally tries to
Uh-huh.
pull him into hell. I was
Yes.
like, "What the
It was
fuck is this?"
wild. It's like either you marry her or I'm dragging you to hell. It's like,
Yeah.
huh?
He's threatened them. He put the remember the butler literally put which I get that you gotta, like, not really the more you start thinking about the logistics of what goes on in this movie, it starts to get really confusing because 'cause you're
Mhm.
like, "Wait, he's a ghost. How was he able to move the, like" remember how he, like, puts the kids in, like, a chest and,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
threatens them? It's like, "Wait, you're a ghost. You can also, like, move stuff."
Yeah, I mean,
Like
they do that in The Sims all the time, and they screw
yeah.
up my toilets. So I feel like maybe ghosts just have the power to do things like that.
Well, I guess they do, cause like, now I'm thinking about, ooh, this isn't so much a spooky movie, it's more so, like, sad, but I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Ghost with, like, Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore,
No.
Whoopi Goldberg.
But I
Other
know, like, yeah.
can't recommend that enough. Maybe we'll talk about that in, like, a
But I
future
do
episode because it's
know,
really
like,
actually
I know what it's about, and I know it's
yeah.
hard to watch, I feel like.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's more so because it's, like, emotional and, like,
Yeah.
sad. There's some, like, gruesome parts of it too, but that was appropriately rated. This was not another PG movie.
Oh, yeah.
This was also in, like, the '90s, but I guess it makes sense because there's a whole sequence of him, the Patrick Swayze, learning to move things, like, after he dies,
Oh,
and not
yeah.
just have his spirit, like, go through them, so I guess the butler had a lot of time from when he died
Oh,
to
yeah.
practice that. Oh, man.
So what's your first, pick for your underrated movie?
I had 2. My first was I guess should we stay on the quote unquote kid movie front?
Yeah,
Because
let's do
honestly,
that. Yeah.
this next movie has some fucked up things in it too. To be honest, this is not okay. Yeah, this is another example of a kids movie where I'm like, how did they get
Yep.
away with doing what they did? And it's not other than the underrated classic Monster House.
Yes. Which I don't like, I've seen it, but not for
Yeah.
a very long time. So when I watched them, it's like, huh? Like they, like the
First
stuff
of all,
that they got, the animation
Well, first
gold.
of all, the
Oh,
animation alone, Uncanny Valley,
yeah,
that shit is crazy. That's what made it somewhat terrifying. Like, all of the like like,
yeah.
the babysitter has, like, a boyfriend that's, like I think it's just, like, he has fucked up teeth, but, like,
Oh, yes.
he's, like, scary looking, and I don't know if they intended it to look like that, but he's just, like I
Yeah.
don't know, it's so yeah, they're just like,
Wait, and
let
um,
me"
go. Yes.
No,
Read
no,
the
no, you go.
stats. Oh, I
While
was
you're
gonna
doing
say
that,
you can
I'm
read the
bringing up the
stats, but
synopsis.
yeah.
Alright, let me bring it up. I should have it ready. We're prepared here on the Catnip Hour. Always.
Always. Yep.
Alright, so this is, the Google synopsis. No adults believe 3 youths love that wording. 3 youths played by oh my god, I forgot the main kid was voiced by Mitchell Musso.
Oh, wow.
So no
Nice.
adults believe 3 youths I don't know why they couldn't just say children. They go
Yeah.
youths. Who wrote this? The youths. No
The youth.
no one believes 3 youths voiced by, because they just put parentheses, voiced by Mitchell Musso, Spencer Locke, and Sam Lerner. Assertion the way this is I want you to Google the synopsis of this movie and see the way this is worded. I'm gonna read it again. No adults believe 3 youths' assertion it
Huh?
should have said assumption, I think,
Oh, yeah.
that the neighboring residence is a living creature that means them harm. With Halloween approaching, the trio must find a way to destroy the structure before innocent trick-or-treaters meet ghastly ends. I'm like, what English major wrote
Yeah.
this?
Some intern that wasn't getting paid was like, I'm gonna fuck this up a little bit.
I really think that should have said no adults believe 3 youths assumption,
Assertion. Because
not assertion.
assertion,
I don't think that's right.
let me look up
Not
the word
to
assertion.
I don't think that's right. I
Assertion,
don't
a
know why.
confident and forceful statement of fact or belief.
I mean, I guess so, but, like,
The
it just
act
I
of
get
stating
hey,
something or
I'll be in the wrong.
exercising authority confidently and forcefully. I guess.
I guess so. I guess, but it just doesn't sound
It
right to
just
me.
sounds doesn't sound right in that sentence.
Also, this movie, I could argue I like it, kind of also probably because of nostalgia reasons, but this might have a little bit too high of a Rotten Tomatoes score than what it deserves.
Yeah,
It has a 75% of a Rotten Tomatoes, and I'm just like, it
I
could
would
be a
say
little lower.
yeah,
I
maybe,
feel like
like,
it could be a little lower.
in the 50s, maybe.
Yeah,
Like, it was
but
good, though.
to Haunted Mansion's 14% is crazy to
It's
me.
crazy. Yeah.
That's like, comparison, because I think Haunted Mansion's a better movie than this. I will say that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think overall, this just has a lot of, like, I have a lot of nostalgia attached to this. So
Yeah.
this is 2006, also rated PG. Again, some of the things that they get away with in this is really,
Mhm.
like, disturbing is what I would say. Not terrifying, disturbing is more so, like, the word.
Yeah.
Also, this was, I don't know if it's I gotta look up, like, what the actual animation studio was, but it's associated with Amblin Studios, which is, Steven Spielberg's, like,
Oh,
animation studio.
interesting.
So he didn't direct it or write it, but if he, like, runs Amblin, I'm pretty sure he has to, like, give his stamp of approval on it.
Yeah.
So, like, he looked at this and was like,
There's
"Yep,
not
looks
enough.
good."
Yeah. More.
He was probably distracted at that time because I'm like, "I don't know." Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, is this claymation is my question, because maybe if it's
I
claymation, that's why
feel
it looks
like
like
I don't let me see what Wikipedia says. It
Monster
says
House is not a
animated,
claim
but,
it says
like
it's not a claymation. It's
oh, but it
computer animated. They use a technique called they use motion okay, it was early motion capture. So
okay.
that's why it looks like
'Cause
that.
it kind
Okay.
of reminds me of, what's the one that's in black and white and the dog? It's like
Paranorman? That one?
yes. I think that's
Okay.
claymation, I think.
Okay. Okay.
But it
But
kinda
yeah,
gives off the
it
same
kind
vibe.
of it does, but this makes sense of why it was so uncanny valley, because this was early mocap that they were doing,
Yeah.
to the point where they would still, I don't think maybe they still do it the same way for video games. I don't know if they do it the same way for movies, but if you see, like, a behind the scenes video of this movie, you'll see, like, actors in, like, full suits, like, doing the motions that their characters
Yeah.
doing. Like, they didn't just have them record
Oh,
lines.
yeah.
If you were in a mocap movie, especially around this time, you were doing, like, full physical performances.
Yeah.
Like, the sequences where they have to, like, run, or, like, the old man, which they named him Nebbercracker. They couldn't think of a better
Do you know who
to
plays him?
call him. Steve Buscemi.
Yes. And I was looking up the cast too, like, you
Uh,
have Steve
the cast is
Buscemi,
kinda well, the cast is kinda wild, low key.
yeah, Mitchell Musso, didn't recognize Mitchell Musso, and I
Which is
feel
wild because this was, like, in the middle of Hannah Montana, I'm pretty
yep.
sure, or it might have even been before Hannah Montana,
Oh, yeah.
maybe.
So one of the
Huh.
officers is the Kevin James.
Yep.
Other
And did you
one's
see who the other
Nick
one is?
Cannon, which now I feel like I don't remember his voice. I don't know.
Yeah, I think in this he was kind of he was always, like, I mean, when he was on, like, All That and stuff like that, he did a bunch of different
Yeah,
voices.
that's true.
So, this is closer to that era than it is to him now,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So he
Also
was, like, probably doing one of those voices.
yes, and Jason Lee was Bones.
Yeah, the boyfriend with the scary
Yep.
boyfriend. That's who, and the babysitter is, Maggie Gyllenhaal, and her name is
Oh!
just Z.
Oh,
Just
Z, yeah.
Z. Z-E-E.
And Spencer Locke plays Jenny, and she looks really familiar, like, I should know what she's in.
She's been in I think
Oh,
she was in a lot of things around this
yes.
time,
So,
I wanna say.
I Googled it. She was in Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide. That's what I would
Okay.
remember her from. And she was in Phil of the Future.
Okay. Alright, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Did you see who, DJ's parents are?
No?
Catherine O'Hara and Fred Willard, which I'm like, so
Wow,
random.
that's
Catherine
random. Catherine
I
O'Hara?
know, and
Oh,
they're not even in it for a lot of it. They're literally
that's
just in the
true.
car, and then they just go, we'll be back in a couple," like, it's the classic thing, like, "Oh, mom and dad are going away for a couple of days." And then
Yeah.
They're just like, "Be nice to your friends and do the thing and remember" that's literally all she says, like, I'm like,
Yeah,
"You have Catherine O'Hara from Beetlejuice, and you're gonna use her
and,
like
like
that? That's crazy
yeah,
to me." Like, I
that's
was hoping, like, when I rewatched it, I was like, "Oh, is she gonna come back?" I was like, "No, she's just the
and
mom."
she came back at the end,
Yeah,
and
well, they came back
yeah.
when they returned home.
Yep.
I don't think this movie takes place. I think it literally just takes place over, like, the course of, like, maybe, like, a day or 2. It just seems like it's
It
longer
seems like
because
it's
of,
a
like,
long
even
time.
the kid's perspective
Yeah.
of everything. And then also, when they go to at some point, they enlist the help from I don't know why they think that this guy would know things, but they go to this, like, arcade, and there's this
Yes.
guy that's, like, playing the arcade
Uh-huh.
game and is, like, really good at it, and that's, Napoleon Dynamite, AKA John Hader.
Oh! Yes, I was looking at
And then he, like,
that.
has random well, I guess because they're like, "Oh, the game that he's always playing is, like, a horror game, so, like, maybe he knows how to defeat
Yeah,
the
he would
house," and then
know
he
how to
just
do
gives
that.
them,
Yep.
like and then he just gives them, like, 2 sentences and then, like, runs away.
And he is just carrying, like, a pizza, and he's like, "Yeah, I gotta go, guys." But, like, "Don't do that." And
I
you're like,
don't know.
"Okay." But the storyline,
Very
it
crazy.
it's a lot.
When it gets into it, it's very crazy.
Oh,
Like,
and then again, for a PG movie, like,
Mhm,
they thought they killed their neighbor. So,
mhm,
like, the whole
yeah.
entire plot there and I love Chowder because, um, he was like, I murdered him," and he was like, "You didn't murder him, it's just manslaughter," or something, like, as if that's, like, better.
It's like, you won't go to jail, you just have to go to trial.
Yeah,
Like, it's like, "Thanks. Thanks,
yes.
man." Oh god. Yeah, when it goes into it I mean, at one point, they go on to it's the classic, like, "Oh, I kicked the ball into Never" like, his name is Nevercracker, like, that's the most
Oh, yeah.
stereotypical like, it literally sounds like a fake name, like, if you just made, like, "Old man Nevercracker's house," like,
Uh-huh.
literally, they probably took that from, like, a storybook.
Mhm.
But at one point, they literally kick the ball onto his lawn, and then he comes out and he gets pissed, and then he straight up, like, picks up DJ, and then he falls on top of him because he has a heart attack. I'm like, "What?" And they think he's dead,
Oh,
like, they fully
yes.
take
Uh-huh.
him like, that part I remember when I first watched it, I was like, "This is wei" like, I was scared of that when I was younger, I was like, "What?" Because they just, like
Yeah.
you see the ambulance fully taking him away and, like, putting him in the ambulance, like, they didn't have to show
Yes. I'm telling you, what is with these older, like,
they wanted to teach
movies?
kids about they I'm t maybe they were like, "Hmm, we're gonna teach kids about death. We don't wanna talk to kids directly, but we're gonna show them what it's like through movies."
And then he ends up not being dead.
Yeah, he just, I guess, had a heart attack.
Yeah.
But they made him look like he was dead. Like, he fully, like, his, like, eyes wide open, like, fell on top of DJ. Like, he didn't close it he didn't
Oh,
pass out,
yeah,
he didn't
yeah,
his eyes are fully open, and he just falls on top of DJ.
yeah.
Like, it's like, what the I don't
And
know.
I love
Like, imagine if that happened to you. I mean, how old is DJ supposed to be? What, like, they're supposed to be, like, 9, 10,
probably,
something like
yeah.
that? Around that age they can't be older than I'll say their youngest they want them to be is 9, oldest is possibly 12, but somewhere between that age range. Imagine that, like, happening to you when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You
That
just,
must
like,
be so
accidentally are
traumatic.
playing DJ, like, and, later on, they just have, like, revisited what happened to Monster Hut now? And
Yeah.
TJ would fully be in therapy. I think all the kids would be in therapy after this,
Yes.
the plotline
I would
from this.
never be able to, like, get over it if that were
No.
and I love, um I gotta find the quote. Oh, Chowder says, "My dad is at the pharmacy and my mom is at the movies with her personal trainer."
What the
Like,
fuck?
again, no kid is no kid is gonna just
Yeah, but I love how they don't I think the dad works at the pharmacy, but when he says it like that, it doesn't sound like
it sounds also bad.
well,
Like
yeah, because I think he works at the pharmacy because I think later on, don't they steal, like,
mhm,
medication to make that, like, thing
yeah,
that walks up to the house? Don't
yeah,
they, like, they
yes.
steal medication at one point?
Yeah,
Like, I
but
remember
the
that
way
being a
it
thing.
reads is your dad has a drug problem and is at the pharmacy. and your mom's cheating on your dad with the personal trainer. It's like, nope, dad doesn't know.
Head at the pharmacy. Like, okay.
Yes. And then, oh, when they're inside the house and Chowder's, it says, "What? I thought if I shot the heart that's not the heart. Then what is it?" Well, if those are the teeth and that's the tongue, then that must be the uvula. Oh, so it's a girl house. And she's like, "What? No, no."
Everyone has.
And
She said the uvula connects to the back of the throat. Everyone has a uvula. And he goes, I don't.
not me. Yeah, I don't.
Not me. It's like, okay.
It's like,
What was
mhm.
he must have thought that she said vulva or
Yeah,
something.
I think he
Or
thinks
uterus.
because he's a kid, he probably thinks she meant vulva.
Or uterus.
Yeah, or
Like
uterus.
it's a combination of those two words because uvula is literally a combination of those two words.
That's true. Chowder had the best. Like my cousin's a cop in Milwaukee. I mean, he's kind of a cop. He's got a gun,
Okay.
and this is the one where DJ
I
was
just
like,
hope that I just hope that Chowder and DJ stayed friends because I think if Chowder would have went on his own, he would have ended up being like a Republican or something.
"Oh God, yeah, he needs DJ in his life." And
Right.
yeah, this is the one. I've just
Who's to
murdered
say
a
that
guy.
DJ won't be?
Yeah,
Wait,
I've,
go ahead.
oh yeah, I've just murdered a guy. No, when it's an accident, it's called manslaughter. As if that's like, as if that's any better. Like
Oh my
murder
god.
is murder. It's just a little less than regular like murder.
And then when they keep changing their opinions based on what the girl said, do you
Oh
know that
yeah,
part where they're like,
yes.
"Oh, I love this," and then she go, "I hate Mexican." "Oh, me too." He's like,
Oh, didn't you say you just like tacos? I can change my mind.
"I can change my mind."
Yeah. It's like, what's your problem? Puberty. Yep. Having lots of puberty. And she's like, okay.
What's the other line that the babysitter said? That was, oh, she's like, when you, it was something about it, like it alludes to how she met the boyfriend. She was like, when you go through the drive-through and they ask you for your order, give them your order and not your phone number.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Meaning, I guess she, that's how she found Bones, I guess. Oh
I
my
just was,
god.
but though I like you would did not expect that the whole plot, the house is haunted and they're like, turns out his wife is the house.
Yep.
Like, what a plot twist for a kids
And
movie.
she's dead and she's buried in the
Yes, and
under the
it broke my
floorboards of the.
heart watching
Yeah.
that scene because she was basically like what part of a circus, I guess,
Yep.
being
And he
overweight.
fell in love with her,
Yep.
right, which is insane. But that if you look back in like like that was the thing. They're like, come see like like it's horrible.
Oh
But
yeah.
they're like, come see like the gigantic, like they would say like the gigantic woman or the big like that was
Yes.
like a like I don't know how accurate, but like when they portrayed circuses back like they
Oh
would say
yeah.
that
Or at
like
least
as
in
if it was like an anomaly to look at, and I'm like, it's a person, but
yes,
okay.
like when you watch Greatest Showman, it's like that. Obviously, that's
Yeah.
how it was, but it's like you see
Well, yeah,
the
because they had the whole thing with like bearded lady.
bearded lady and the tiny guy. I forget what they called him, but Tom Thumb. It's like, all right. But I feel really bad because when you watch it and you realize like she was part of the circus, he fell in love with her, he got her out of the circus, and then they were building their house, and it seems like they were going to have this great life, and then kids were mean and taunting her and throwing like eggs at her. And he was like, it's fine, like it's just Halloween, it's fine, like you don't have to worry about it. Like this is what they do on Halloween. And then they have an argument and she accidentally like trips over him and falls into the big like hole that they were building the house in, and she
Mhm.
dies.
Yeah.
And then he just buries
Like,
and like basically builds the house on top of her.
which maybe not the best choice, you know? Maybe not the best choice on his part to do that, you
Like
know?
I'm wondering, did
Maybe
he like not call the cops? did he just? Oh well, because even if he got people to help him build the house, someone's got to know there's a dead lady right there.
Maybe
Like,
he thought that there was no way around it, that he would have got blamed for it or something, but
oh
it's
yeah,
like you could have. I don't know.
and
The
he did
timeline was
blame
very
himself.
strange.
Yeah,
The
it's like
timeline was very strange because it makes it seem like maybe it was so far back when it happened. And I don't know how old Nevercracker's supposed to be.
I don't
They never
know.
really clarify on that.
No,
Yeah, I don't know if he's not a ghost.
no,
I don't think. No,
he's
because
just an
there's no, it's not
elderly
a
person. Yeah,
supernatural thing happening.
no,
But I don't know. Yeah, weird on him to like not call the cops
yeah,
and like just get her. I don't know. But again, kids movie, suspension of disbelief.
yes,
Somehow the house had to get built, and they were like, dead wife's spirit. Let's just
yeah,
physically put her body under the house, not even her spirit.
yeah. Just how about you get her out, you get a gravestone, like a headstone, and you put her like in your backyard. No, just gravel or like cement it over, and then she's just now part of the house, haunting everyone.
Nevercracker didn't handle his grief very well
No, he didn't.
at all.
But
He needs
then,
grief. He needs grief counseling.
yep,
TJ's gonna need PTSD counseling after all.
Chowder's gonna need
Well, they
everything.
all will.
Yep,
They all will. Well, they all will. The three kids will, because they do it
yep,
all together. They go through the house all together. Oh my god, so
yeah,
wild. There's like full on like sequences of like people being pulled into the house and like eaten. I'm surprised they didn't redo this and try to make it even scarier.
yeah.
Like like more like updated, like actual, like you could remake this and make it super fucking gory. You know what I
Oh
mean? Like
yeah,
a house like eating people. I'm surprised that they haven't done it. Like
yes,
maybe it is out there. Maybe there's something very similar, but not
yeah.
to my knowledge. I don't know, but it's just pretty wild. I always thought it was underrated though. I watch it probably like every, if not every year. I watch the Haunted Mansion every year.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
given. I will not go through spooky season and not watch that. But Haunted Mansion, Monster House. Oh my god, two house related things back to back
yes.
too. I didn't even catch that we did that.
My go
Oh
to
man.
every year is Halloween Town.
Yes.
I have to
Which
watch it.
we've discussed.
We
Which we've
discussed the first time.
discussed. And if
Yeah.
you're listening to this episode, go back and listen to our previous spooky season episodes.
Uh
Maybe we'll make like a playlist or something. Maybe on
yes.
YouTube or
Well,
something. We'll make like a playlist of
I
like
did start
specifically the
making
spooky
playlists
season.
of things.
Okay.
So
We could do
that's
like a
in
spooky season like playlist or
yes.
something. I don't
Yeah.
know.
So I feel like my other pick is like really horrible now. Because when I watched it back, I'm like, this isn't as good as I thought it was.
It was, I will, well, just, we'll get into it. Go ahead.
I'm gonna stick with it because I didn't think of any other ones. But there was a
It's
movie.
sure well, underrated is a way to describe it, because that's not, I mean, when you, it's part of a franchise too, which I didn't realize.
Yes. Yeah.
And there's multiple movies in that franchise, which I also didn't realize.
Which yeah. So it's called Mostly Ghostly Who Let the Ghost Out.
Yep.
Didn't know it was part of a franchise. It's
Yeah, it's
not.
based on like it's like loosely based on Goosebumps, but I don't think
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
fully. I don't know if is there a mostly ghostly like book
I
series? Is that
think
what it is?
so. Yeah.
Okay.
So it came out in what year? 2008. So I was in 8th grade, maybe a freshman in high school, depending on when it came out. Uh, so 4.9 out of 10 on IMDb. But Rotten Tomatoes gave it 60%
That's, I don't
high.
know what they're smoking over it. I'm sorry. But again, I'm comparing it to this, man, I'm convinced they just like hated,
Eddie
I'm
Murphy.
convinced now that the people that, well, even maybe they just hated that like the family was black or something, because there's
I
no
mean, it
other
is
reason for it to get.
2003, so
Yeah, I'm like,
maybe
why would you give it 14%? That's crazy to me though. Mm.
like not even.
What
Yeah.
is the new Haunted Mansion's Rotten Tomato score? Now I'm gonna compare.
Let me see.
I we'll get to Mostly Ghostly in a
Uh,
second. I just need, because now I have a vendetta against Rotten Tomatoes for this.
38. which I feel like
Okay.
it fits for that movie from what I've seen.
Yeah.
But again, the original had 14%. Come
I
on.
would give
Come
if you're gonna
on.
be I would put it the same, maybe a little bit more, like I would put it like the 50-ish
Yes.
percent,
Yeah.
but I don't know, 14% don't sound right with me.
No.
But anyway, go ahead.
Oh,
Mostly
yes.
Ghostly has 60 something percent
60%.
on Rotten Tomatoes. They're highly inconsistent. I'm getting to
They're
the point where I'm thinking that.
inconsistent. I would probably put it at 40%. Like back in
And
the
then you also
day,
gotta look at
yeah,
they have the critic score versus the audience score too. So
that's true.
at least they do that now. I don't know if they always did though.
But I feel like
It'll be like, yeah,
back when it was on during that time, I do remember watching it constantly every October. Like I thought it was really good. Maybe it's just because of the people that were in it. Who
yeah.
knows? But I was big on this movie, and then I watched it again, and I was like, mm, okay. Um,
I was no, no. It had to. Nostalgia is very powerful. Is what I have to say.
yes,
And I think that you were probably looking through it at a nostalgic
yes.
lens,
So it says,
mayhaps. 'Cause I had this same experience with Monster House. When I rewatched it, I was like, it's not as good as I remember it
like it
being.
was
Haunted
good, but
Mansion,
like,
Haunted Mansion, I'll die on that hill. I
oh
don't care.
yes, yeah,
If I'm wrong, could be, don't care. I'll die
yes,
on the hill. I don't care. But like, I don't know. I was watching this back too, and I remember I was getting really. I got hyped for this when it was getting, because it was. I don't know if it premiered. Was it on Disney?
it was. It
Did it
was on
premiere on
Disney
Disney
Channel.
Channel?
Yep, yep.
Okay, okay. Because they did a big like promo for this. Like they were
Oh
talking
yeah.
about it constantly when it was coming out.
I will
And it makes
say,
sense because one comment on YouTube, because it's not anywhere but YouTube, correct?
yeah, I couldn't find it. Well, I mean, you can get it on certain things you have to pay for, like YouTube.
Yeah,
Regular YouTube, I think it was like $4, but someone
but it's not on
uploaded it.
streaming anywhere.
No, Apple TV is the only one that has it, and Prime.
Yeah,
But I'm thinking like it aired on
so
Disney
strange.
Channel. It
Why is it
was,
not on Disney Plus?
yeah,
Very strange.
and I thought it was. But
For
it's
making room for the Haunted Mansion
yes.
remake, and
Uh,
I don't know.
so it says aspiring magician Max Doyle, who's played by Sterling Bowman, looks very familiar, and I can't remember what else he was in unless this was the only thing I watched him in. I think, yeah, I don't remember him in anything else. So that was the only thing
Huh.
he was. Oh no, he was in Four Christmases, but I don't remember seeing him in that movie. So yeah, looks like he was just in random TV shows, Criminal Minds for a few episodes. Um, with Sterling Bowman, and then he's the inspiring musician. Discovers two lost ghosts: Nikki, who's played by Luke Benward, and Tara, who's played by Madison Pettis. So a good cast because Luke Benward kept on with the Disney movies.
Oh, back in the day, I was a Luke Benward stan from
Hmm.
the,
I
the
mean,
acclaimed
to
the acclaimed
oof.
film the acclaimed film How to Eat Fried Worms. If you've never seen or heard
Oh
of that
yes,
movie,
yeah. But here,
featuring
yeah,
also featuring also future Lemonade Mouth, the redheaded guy who's also in this,
yes,
which I just realized. Wait
yes.
a minute, they were in two different movies together at that age. That was kind of
And
crazy.
How to Eat Fried Worms had the brother in Freaky Friday, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah. That was.
Yes.
I got the from the Scholastic Book Fair. I got the book, and then I was like, "Oh my god, I'm a kid. I'm gonna
He's
watch the
on it.
movie."
Yeah. And
Which is wild because do you know who Luke Benward is dating now? Like pretty
yes,
seriously, they might be
Ariel.
engaged. I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
Ariel Winter.
Yep.
Yep.
Which I'm like, wow.
I know.
That's a like cross lover story of just two like child
Oh
stars
yeah.
just coming together.
And he was
Because
in.
she was pretty young when she started on Modern Family. Like she was
Yeah.
very young.
He's
That's
30. I
just
don't
very
know
cool.
how old she is. They're
I
close to
don't think she's
age.
very. She's
27.
not
Yeah.
much. Yeah, yeah. I was
Um.
about to say she's not much younger than that.
Yes, but he was in Cloud 9, which I don't remember liking that much. Doug Cameron was in
Minutemen,
it. It was alright.
the classic Disney Channel Minutemen. Love that movie.
Minutemen, oh,
I was a big stan of that
yes.
movie.
Girl versus Monster was not as bad as I thought. Um,
I've never seen that.
Olivia Holt
I
was
don't
in
know
it.
what that is.
It was
Oh, okay.
not too bad. But Minutemen, yeah.
Is she the no, that's Meg. Whatever. I was like, I thought she was the girl that was in Zombies, and I
Oh,
was like,
no,
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 that's
no.
another blonde girl.
Yes, yep.
And Disney loves their blonde girls for
Yes,
sure.
Olivia Holt was in, Kicking It with the karate
Oh, okay.
show. She's in
She
other
was
things.
something else.
And she was
Okay.
in I Didn't Do It, which did not last long, if you remember that.
No, I
Um,
don't remember. I'm kicking it. I remember vaguely,
yes.
but
And then
yeah, this
Madison
thing.
Pettis obviously was in The Game Plan, which I feel like is probably the most
Oh my God, icon,
icon,
icon.
and Corey in the House. But
I
all,
need her. I need. Oh my God, Corey in the. Yeah, that's right. She was in Corey in
yep,
the House. I
yep,
completely
she was the
forgot. Oh my
president's
God,
daughter.
that's great.
Yep. Hmm.
Oh man. And I
Uh,
need her to be in something else now because her most recent credit that I can remember is that she was in. This is another thing that we can probably cover on the pod if you've never seen. But no, I think you probably did. The the Addison Rae Netflix movie, the He's All
listen,
That, the
I
She's All
can't.
That like
I've seen it.
remake.
Yeah. I don't know. It's like
I
bad,
don't.
but good at the same time.
Oh, it's so
It's
ridiculous is how I would describe it. Ridiculous.
it's
Absolutely
yeah,
ridiculous. But she's in it and she plays one of the best friends.
yes, yeah,
It's just we can make a whole separate
and
episode on
and
that at
she's
another time.
off. She's a bitch in that movie.
Oh, bad remakes. There we go.
Bad
Bad remakes
remakes.
or like
Yep, there you go.
or reimaginings
Oh, I'm gonna have
because
to
we
fork
could
this
do the
up to
haunted.
watch the Haunted Mansion.
We'll if we're gonna do an episode on that, I will do it because there's
Yeah.
hey, you could even include the new Lilo and Stitch. Sorry, it was bad. I will
Oh,
test
you
you
saw it
right
too.
now. Yeah, it was bad. I didn't like it.
The ending pissed me off.
A lot of it pissed me off.
Well,
A
we'll
lot of
talk
it, and I
about
had
it
to
in
go.
the yeah.
Again incoming. Again,
Yes.
we get our ideas out right here on the pod, but bad
Yes.
remakes incoming because there's a lot. In Disney alone, there's
Oof.
a lot to go off on
Yeah.
that for that.
And bad remakes of
Ugh.
TV shows because I feel like
Mhm.
not always, but like bad spin-offs or anything. But let me read the
True.
description because
We can make it a
we do.
bad
Yeah.
series, just bad remakes and then bad spin-offs.
Yes.
So
So
yeah, read the synopsis.
yes. So Max Doyle discovers two lost ghosts, Nikki and Tara, haunting the basement of his family home, and agrees to help them find eternal rest. In exchange, Max's newfound friends set up to help him win the heart of Tracy, which is Allie Lohan, Lindsay Lohan's sister. Um,
Yep.
the most popular girl at
Which
his school. Yep.
I guess she was in movies at some point. I don't
Yeah.
remember that at all.
The only thing I remember her in was this. She probably was in other things. Um, but then it says, but when their magical antics make them the targets of an evil apparition, apparition, apparition.
Apparition, yeah.
Um, fears spelled P-H-E-A-R-S. Fears. Just had to read the
And who
spelling.
plays that apparition?
Oh, I love it.
We may
Arwen.
find out later.
Arwen. And I will say, it does, the beginning does get me. Like the very beginning when it's Halloween and they're walking around and
Yeah,
like Fierce comes out and is like staring at the screen like he's getting close and close. That does get me a little
yeah,
bit because you're like, ooh.
yeah.
But like the rest of the
He's
movies,
he's caliber in
yes.
or whatever. Not he's
Caliber, yeah.
caliber in the first Halloween Town Scary. That's the scariness
Yes.
that I got from
Like
this.
it's
It's like
still,
that
yeah.
same like it's kind of disturbing. Like I'm like, oh, this is gonna scare like little kids, but like
Yes.
it's also kind of getting me too.
Yeah, every time I watch Halloween Town and Calabar, it does kind of get me. I'm like, but I'm 30
Oh,
and I've
him at
seen
the
this
end,
movie. Yeah. Oh
terrifying.
yeah.
I hate it.
Oh
No, I hate his face. I hate his face. I don't know why
yes.
they did the makeup. I don't like it. The whole part in the theater. I don't
Yep.
like it. I don't like it. To this
Nope.
day, I can't stand it.
So the cast, apparently, there's a lot of people. Um. So Colin, his brother, is played by Adam Hicks, who is in Lemonade Mouth and
Adam
in
Hicks, that's his name.
yes,
Okay.
Adam Hicks, Pair of Kings. Um. lot of other stuff. And then his
How to Eat
mom,
Fried Worms, of
How
course.
to Eat Fried Worms, yes. His
The bully in
mom,
How to Eat Fried Worms specifically.
and then do you know what his mom is? Or who his mom is?
Yeah,
Tell the people.
mom, the mom from Sweet Life. So we have
Yes.
two Sweet Life alum
Yep.
in this, and I'm like,
Oh,
damn, they were just like Disney was just like, by the way, because this I'm pretty sure 2006, yeah, that had to be in the middle of Sweet Life, right? Or
yeah.
is that before? It can't be
Well,
before.
2008 is when this came out. Sweet Life came out in like 2006. So yeah, it would have been.
Oh, this came out in 2008. See, I'm
Yes,
going
I
off of
think Sweet Life
2006 'cause we
came out in
Monster House. But it had to have
2005
been
is
still
when it
going
started.
on,
Yeah.
right?
So
But it was
the
still going
final
on because at that point they hadn't done like Sweet Life on Deck by then yet,
no, so the final
right?
episode apparently was 2008. So it was like at the very
Really?
end of
Huh.
Sweet Life. And then his dad is David DeLuise from
Wizards of Waverly Place.
yes.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I gotta say the scene I
it's
gotta
so
say
random.
no, the scene that really got me where I was like cringing so hard I couldn't look was when they go to the parents and they're like dancing.
Oh, yeah.
He's he's dancing like really, really bad. They're both dancing bad, but he's like, you know, the director told him just go nuts, and he's
Yes.
just kind of like, I don't know
Yes.
what it is, but I was just like, and then they just put like the movie's called Mostly Ghostly, so of course they have to have a song in the middle of it that says explicitly it's like mostly ghostly, like in the lyrics. So I was like,
Yes.
okay, God. They're like mostly ghostly.
I know. I can't.
I'm like, okay, all right.
And I love like the whole plot, is trying to get Nikki and his sister to like the afterlife because they think they're still alive. And they're like, why are these people in my house? Like they don't understand it. And then they realize they're ghosts and they have to like go over. So the only way to do that is to chant, like they do that whole chant, and it's so cringy because he's practicing that whole chant the entire time,
Yeah.
and he only has part of the chant. And then, in order to
Yeah.
save everybody, he takes the ring that Tracy had,
Mhm.
and he's saying the whole entire chant in front of everybody during his like magic act. But then it's not working, so he needs everybody else to also do it. So then he's getting everybody in the audience at the sing to also do the stupid chant. I can't.
It's a
It's
yeah.
it's an interesting. So the
This
pair.
this felt like this felt
No,
like
wait.
I had kids and I was watching what my kid like this felt like this I felt old watching this. Like I
Yes.
watched like rewatched this and I was like, "Oh, this is not for me." Like this
So
was not me. I felt
um
old watching this. I felt the difference definitely from watching it.
yeah,
Out of
so
all of them.
I gotta read this to you. So
Okay.
there's the sequel to it, right? It came
No,
out,
yeah, there's like a bunch. There's a
yeah.
couple of them.
So the next one after this one came out in 2014. So I'm gonna read you the cast. So you have Bella
Okay.
Thorne, Madison Pettis returns as Tara Rowland.
At the at the end they of this one, they should have done like an Avengers style thing where they should have been like Madison Pettis will return.
Yes, well, but
You know
here's
how
the
they
thing.
do that at the end of
Yes,
like the Marvel movies?
yeah, at the end of the Marvel movies, you know to stick around because they just show you a bunch of clips. So the whole thing, so she comes back as herself. I guess um he doesn't come back what's his face? Luke Benward doesn't come back as Nikki. So
He was
Roshan,
done. He
he
was
was
like,
done.
"I'm done. I gotta
That was a
start doing
shit movie.
adult
I'm
stuff."
done. Um
No, he was like, "I gotta make How to Eat Fried Worms too." No, I'm kidding.
oh,
There was no sequel to that. I would have known about it from
you're
the
like,
jump.
yeah, just
I was in the fan club of that
I
movie. I would have which is wild because it was so grotesque, but I was like, "Oh my god, kid boys."
yes.
That
So
was my motivation anyway.
do you know who played who took over his role?
No,
So it's Roshan
but
Fagan. Do you remember him? So he was
Oh.
one of the
Mhm.
dancers in Camp Rock.
Okay.
And then he was also the brother in Shake It Up, like Zendaya's
I was
brother in
about to
Shake It Up.
say,
Yep.
wasn't he on in Shake It Up as well? I
So,
remembered that for some reason.
yep. So then the lead person in the movie is Bella Thorne.
You know,
And then the guy who plays Max, different guy, obviously. Um,
did they still try to make it like it was the same character, or is it a
yeah,
totally
his
different
name is
character?
Max Doyle.
They
Now I
said
feel like I need
they
to
said
find
Foster style, like, "Hey Zeus, we're
Foster.
gonna just replace you with."
um,
Oh God. Okay, so who's
Ryan.
the new?
I don't know how to pronounce his last name. It's Ochoa. O Ocha. I don't know, but he was in Pair of Kings, which I
I don't know what that is.
oh you never seen Pair of Kings?
Mm-mm.
It was on
No.
Disney XD and it had what's his face? It had
That's
Mitchell
that's where you
Musso.
lost me. I watched Disney XD. I don't
Oh,
think
so it
I
had Mitchell
watched just the
Musso in
regular.
it.
I think it was like an extra channel that like we didn't
Yeah,
have. I'm
yeah.
pretty sure.
It had Mitchell Musso in it, and then he got like replaced because of all of his problems that he was having during that time, and so he got replaced with Adam Hicks.
Oh, okay. I see the. Okay. Yeah, I know him from something.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in iCarly.
Oh, that's probably what you would maybe remember him from.
That's where I know him
Yes.
from. Yeah, but I don't know who the character is. I remember the face, but it's like he played the recurring role of Chuck Chambers
Chambers.
on iCarly. I
He was
don't know.
just he was just annoying, I think.
It was just
Chuck.
annoying.
Yeah, I think Chuck.
That's
Yeah.
what a lot of the side characters were in Disney and
Yep.
Nickelodeon. They were
Yep.
just annoying.
Um, but so
And then there was
he.
another one that came. Then there was another one that came out in 2016.
Yeah, but do you know what the second one was called? Mostly ghostly. Have you met my ghoul friend? Instead of girlfriend, it's ghoul friend.
Okay,
So
okay, guys,
Max,
pack it up.
back it up and leave. Um, Max Doyle. I just can't. This the plot. Max Doyle only has eyes for Cammy, the smart, popular redhead girl in school. When Max finally scores a date with Cammy on Halloween, fears, also not played by the same guy, um, fears an evil ghost with plans to take over the world unleashes his ghouls and things go haywire. With the help of his friends Tara and Nikki, who have turned into ghosts. They already turned into ghosts. They were ghosts to begin with, but okay. He tries to destroy fears before he takes over the world. And then the next morning, Max tells the truth to Cammy about having two ghost friends. Cammy believes him and they kiss, implying that they're now dating.
Did you see the rest of the cast for this movie?
Yes, Callum
Did
Worthy.
you see Ellen Worthy from
Austin and
oh my
Ally.
God, what's this? There you go. I
Yep.
couldn't think of it. I was picturing the show and couldn't think of the name. The dad from Good Luck Charlie is in this. He's
Oh,
John Doyle,
nice.
which who I also assume is Max's father. And then did you see who plays Max's grandmother in this movie?
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers.
Wait, but then Wikipedia says, because there's a little asterisk, this was Joan Rivers' final film role. She died 2 days after the film was released. Okay.
Wow.
And
Well,
that's your last dying breath is the stupid ass
damn.
film. Oh,
Damn.
that sucks. That this is
That's
the last claim to fame you
it's
have.
kind of funny though. It's
It's
kind
kind
of funny. I'm sorry.
so
It's also
resting.
like how when it's also like how the actor Paul Newman when he was dying, like his last role was like the voice acting he did in like Cars 3 or Cars 2.
Oh,
It's like the last
oh,
credit to
yeah,
his name. It's like, yeah, this guy Paul Newman, he's very acclaimed. He's got multiple awards. You know what I mean? And then the last credit to his name is Cars
yeah.
3. Might have been Cars 2. I think it's Cars 2 because I think his character like dies in Cars 3. Like they had to kill him because Paul Newman died in real life, and then they used like what they did for like Carrie Fisher. They used a bunch of like
Oh, yeah.
CG or like ADR or whatever to like
I think they did
But
that
that's
with
what
the guy that played Mr. Potato Head, I think.
yeah. Yeah, I know they also did it with Carrie Fisher as well for,
Yeah.
like, a whole other Star Wars movie, like, after she died, which I'm like, maybe just, like, let her be dead. I don't
So
know. Like,
and now
maybe she
yeah.
doesn't want, like, a hologram for some
So
I
I
don't know.
have to go down a rabbit hole now because we're already on a rabbit hole. So the sequel to the second one,
So the 3rd one,
the
I'm
third
like,
one,
no.
mostly ghostly, One Night in Doom House.
The
There's no
second
Wikipedia
one is
page.
killing me, I'm sorry.
The no Wikipedia page, but the IMDb again, like Max Doyle must find an enchanted gem to stop an invasion of evil spirits. That's the only thing
I hope
IMDb
my
is saying.
up because my Discord just disconnected and reconnected like 5
I
times. That
oh
was
really? I
really
can hear
scary.
you.
Now it's fine, but I swear while you were saying the synopsis, again, love how we're talking about a film called Mostly Ghostly, and then all of a sudden my Discord literally kept going do like back and
Oh,
forth.
and you're like, no,
So we'll leave that in just in case, because
just in
if a
case.
ghost hacked our Discord just now, then
Yes. So
oh
I
my
gotta
god.
look at the cast for.
Who's Gigi Rice? Who is this?
It didn't come up with much.
Oh, okay. Oh, she's known for oh, okay. Night at the Roxbury. I know that. I just don't know. Interesting. Okay.
So mostly ghostly. One Night in Doom House. I'm gonna because again the cast is completely different, but
Now Corey Fogelmanis, aka boyfriend of
Farkle.
Conan Gray, Farkle, right
Oh,
now.
yeah.
I did like a recent. Also, the people on the internet like to call him Sabrina Carpenter's twink, which is hilarious because I'm
Ah,
like, y'all don't know Girl Meets World. This is crazy.
yes,
Like that's where
but
they met. Like
yeah,
I don't know, but that's hilarious how they're still like Max Doyle. Like it's still
yeah. It's still Max Doyle. Cammy's still in
like
it. But
this
Cammy
is
was
kind of
not in the first one. Cammy
right.
was whatever her name was.
And they
Um,
also recasted Cammy again.
as Sophia Reynolds. She looks very familiar, but
She
I
was in Gamer's Guide to Pretty Much Everything,
which
which
I
I
never
don't know
watched.
what the fuck that is.
That was Cameron Boyce,
Apparently,
isn't it?
she's listed as being in the other Mostly Ghostly movie, which is wild because she's not the same character. So I'm like, huh?
Interesting.
What do you mean? Maybe she was like in the ensemble and then they
Oh,
were like, hey,
maybe.
call her up. Like,
Yeah.
what
But
the
Gamer's
hell?
Guide to Pretty Much
Also,
Everything had Cameron Boyce in it. Rest in peace. He was like the host, I think.
oh, that's right.
Um,
Ugh.
and then most of these people I don't recognize.
Why
So John
I
Doyle.
I recognized one person, which I'm like, how
Oh,
did he
Danny
get in this
Trejo.
movie? AKA Machete from Spy Kids. Why is he
Yes.
in this
Was
movie?
literally the only thing.
He also has the most random credits of all time. Like he makes
Yes.
cameos and things constantly. I
And
mean, he
I
made a
feel like,
cameo in Drag Race for God's sake. He was in an
yeah,
episode of
yeah.
Drag Race. Do you
And I
remember
feel
that?
like he probably is just like, yeah, like, I'll do it.
Sure.
Sure, why not? And you're like,
Hey,
oh, okay.
I mean that's his like filmography. I mean that, and like now he's like known for like making like he has a taco business that he like makes tacos. No,
I know,
really,
that's
if you look it up,
dope.
it's like Trejo Tacos in California. If I ever
Yes.
go to California, I would love to try it, but bring that shit to the East Coast, boy.
Yes.
I want to try it.
So Nikki and Tara are also different. I don't know who Tara is. She played by Olivia Rhinestone. Apparently she was in Riverdale for 6 episodes. I never watched it, so I don't know who she is.
At some point, I hear it's unhinged.
It is.
It gets more unhinged as it
Yeah.
goes on,
But
but
then Nikki was played by Blake Michael, who was in Lemonade Mouth. He played Charlie, the one with the drummer with the long
oh,
hair.
okay,
He was also
okay.
on
Now that
Dog
I've
with,
brought him up, I assume.
and we can make a whole episode on like horrible TV, but Dog with the Blog.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
did you?
watched one episode of that.
I
Just I
watched.
watched one ep. Well, I
Yeah,
watched one episode of it, and I was like, I can't. did it. Like at the end,
I
I was
watched.
like,
I don't know how
I
many
like
I watched,
felt like
but
I had done physical labor. Like it was really like hard to like compute like
yep,
what was going on.
yeah, it
'Cause
was.
it was like a really bad puppet. Like it wasn't even like a CG dog. It was
Oh,
like
it wasn't CGI. Nope.
puppet.
Yep.
No, it was like they would show shots of like well what they would do back in the day, like when they even showed like Lassie, it would be like a shot of an actual dog and then you would just hear the audio. And I'm like,
Yes.
no, like
Yeah, and so
I
they
don't know
had
the right
like,
way to do it. Maybe just don't make a show called Dog with a Plot.
and they have like an actual dog that looks like that in certain
Right,
scenes, but like
right.
it would be him typing on the computer, and you're like, what the
But then they would
heck?
just have the puppet well, they would just have the puppet hand, which at that
Yes.
time, I feel like they had gotten to the point where they could have CGI'd
Yep.
that and made it
Yep.
look okay. But instead they took which maybe I kinda do respect it because it's kind of hilarious, like, to do the whole thing, like, oh, the puppet hands that are just moving, like, really erratically on the keyboard.
I know. Yeah. And then Fears, and then
Imagine if you're, like, a parent and that's, like, the number 1 show that a kid was into for multiple years.
oh
Like, I
yeah,
don't know how long the
imagine.
show was on, but imagine if your kid was, like, only wanted to watch Dog with a Blog,
And
like,
you
as a
know how
parent.
like my nieces are big on Frozen right now, so they have a lot of Frozen
Mhm,
merch, blankets,
mhm.
sheets. Imagine like as a mom, and it's like, what kind of
Your kid
birthday?
just wants to watch Dog with a Blog.
It's like, but imagine like, okay, what's your birthday? Like,
Mhm.
what do you what theme do you want? Dog with the black, huh?
So how do how do we do
Yeah, just bring a dog there.
uh,
Be like, oh my god.
just bring a dog and a
Yeah,
computer. Sure.
yeah.
At that point, I
So
assume it would probably be somebody dressing up as a dog, and then maybe somebody else dresses up as a computer,
yes,
which might be worse,
so
but it's funny.
in mostly ghostly one night in Doom House, not in the Doom House, in Doom House. I feel like it doesn't make sense. Maybe I don't know. So
Doom
the
House.
Doom
Where did you
House.
go? Doom House. Like,
Do-
what? It
yeah.
sounds like a club. We went to Doom House. Like, what the
I
fuck
feel
are
like
you
you gotta
talking
sound
about?
like Arnold Schwarzenegger when you say it. You know?
Doom House. We
Yeah.
went mostly
So
ghostly one night in Doom House.
yes. So I was looking up the rest of the cast. So John Doyle, the dad, played by Peter DeLuise. And I was like, oh, the picture of Peter DeLuise looks a lot like David DeLuise. Are they related? They're siblings. So I'm like, okay. She's taking on his brother's role. And then the wife,
Carrying on the legacy of mostly ghostly
yes, taking
stuff.
on at least one shitty movie in your career, and this is it. Um,
Hey,
hey, maybe it was good. We didn't see them. You know, I only saw the
I don't know.
first one, so I can't.
Judging on this first one, though, I don't know. If the first movie's bad and then they made sequels, not usually in the franchises do the movies get better. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. And the
I don't know.
brother, so the mom is played by Anne Marie Deloise, who's married to Peter. So husband and wife played husband and wife, and
That's I like that. I
yeah,
think that's cool
and
when that happens.
then the
Zach
brother was played
Santiago. Why do I
by,
remember
look at this name. So the brother's played by Jedediah Goodart. What a name!
Jedediah Good?
And he was
Do you
in
think
Descendants.
do you think he might have religious parents?
Just a thought, maybe
Maybe.
just a thought. But he was
I
in,
don't think he picked the name Jedediah otherwise.
who would, no one's purposely.
I'm
Oh, he's
sorry to
Canadian.
anyone listening to this that might be named Jedediah.
Love the name. It's great.
Great on you.
He,
If you're listening to this and your name is Jedediah, it's a great name for you.
yes. So he was in a bunch of Descendants, all the Descendants movies.
Who, the Jedediah guy?
Yep.
Okay.
If you ever,
Descendants were pretty good. I don't think
I,
I saw the most recent
oh, it's
one.
actually really good.
Possibly not the most recent. How many is there? Is there 3 or 4?
So there's four.
Okay.
The last
I only saw the first 2.
yeah.
I did not see
So
3 and I did not see 4.
three is sad because that's the last one Cameron Boyce did. So when it
Ugh.
aired on Disney Channel,
They did like a
They
tribute to
did a
him.
tribute at the end, and I cried my eyes out. The fourth one has Rita Ora in it as the
Huh.
Queen of Hearts. And so,
What?
like, the whole point
Okay.
of Descendants is like the kids of the evil parents get to go to this
Right.
school. And so, like, the Queen of Hearts, they let her daughter, Red, go to the school. And it's like a whole thing. And then they travel back in time. It's actually really good. Um, so,
I gotta watch more of it. I liked what I saw of it.
yeah, that it's by Kenny Ortega. So it makes sense why we like them all.
King.
King,
I saw somebody say that, and this is completely true. They're like Ryan Murphy is what it thinks he is what Kenny Ortega is, and I'm like,
yep, yep,
yes, that's literally what.
yes,
I just had to bring that up. I saw that on like a some YouTube comment about
yes.
something. I don't remember, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's
Ryan Murphy, we're
icon.
not done with you. We'll be
Oh, we'll be back.
talking about you on the pod again, I'm sure.
Oh, because we have to talk about Glee. So,
Yeah. I'm also potentially gonna do like a rewatch. I know the Halloween's like next week, but in my mind, spooky season goes until December 1st, in
yes,
my
yep.
opinion. But and even beyond, you can watch horror. An adult with free will. I can watch a horror movie any day of the year if I want to. But
Yep.
I might attempt a Coven. I'm tempted to do a Coven rewatch.
Uh,
I don't know.
Coven was one of my
But
favorites. I think
yeah,
mm, it's up there.
inspired by Trixie and Katya, because in the beginning of the most recent episode of Bold and the Beautiful, they were talking about it. And I was like, huh. I think I might do a
Yes.
rewatch. I don't know.
It's
Oh god.
that, but I think it's a toss up for me because I do really love Asylum.
Yeah. I think Coven is my favorite though. I don't know.
I have to rewatch
I guess
that,
I
but
just
maybe
like
I'll
the
change.
witchy stuff.
Yeah.
But I do remember Coven being the first season that was like grotesque. I remember. There was a
Yep.
lot of things that I probably will still skip, especially when you get into like the whole thing about like because there's a lot of racism in Coven too as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
So when they get into the whole thing of like skinning people, it's like, mm-mm, mm-mm. I couldn't handle that back in the day, and I won't handle it now.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
can't do it. But hey, they get some retributions because at one point Kathy Bates's severed head is placed on a what a couch or a
Yeah.
TV stand or something, and she's forced to watch Roots. So
Uh,
some retributions there, I guess. Like
so you
damn,
want to know like a random before we go on to your last movie, a random,
yeah,
really random like movie rabbit hole. So like
yes,
Descendants: Rise of Red, um not directed by Kenny Ortega, but the rest of them are. Um, so they're coming out with Descendants: Wicked Wonderland sometime in 2026. So like the fifth one will come out. So
I
I
can't
quite
believe they're doing a fifth one.
I know, and it's one of
Wow.
those where like I can actually see it being fine, um, given how it ended. So I was like, okay. So that one's coming out sometime in 2026. The director of that one is not the same director as Rise of Red. So like entirely new. So this is the third director of these movies. Someone called Kimmy Gatewood, and I was like, oh, okay, let's see if I know her from anything else. She played Hillary Clinton and Marilyn Monroe in Epic Rap Battles of History. So the girl that played Marilyn Monroe in that one against the Cleopatra, and then the one with Hillary Clinton and uh Trump. I think it's the one with Trump. She was Hillary Clinton. It's just really random. I was like, I wonder what I've seen her in, and she just literally played Marilyn Monroe in Epic Rap Battles of History. I'm like, that's so funny.
That is really random. Huh.
And now she's a director.
Okay. Hey, you gotta start somewhere.
Uh huh.
You know.
So what's your?
That's kind of epic though that you start in epic rap battles and then
I
you're
know.
like, now actually I direct a film.
Oh, throwback to Jenna
So like,
Marbles being in being Eve.
oh, I forgot about
Yep.
that. Oh man,
So what's
good
your
times, good.
yes? So what's
My final
your
movie.
yes?
My final movie stands out from the other three that we talked about because it's an
Yes.
actual like I get like it's R-rated, number 1,
Oh,
I
is it?
think. Let me
Oh,
check.
I mean, it
Yeah,
makes
yeah, it's
sense.
rated
That would
R.
make sense.
Yeah, it's rated R. It's like it's appropriate for sure. Um, it's from 2011. I think it's very underrated. I
Yes.
I like it. I don't like it as much as when I watched it this time, but
Yeah.
it's probably nostalgia again, again speaking, but this isn't really brought up when people talk about vampire movies, so that's why I was like, "Let's do, like, a little, like a vampire number in here," you know? So, I'm talking about 2011's Fright Night.
Yeah.
Random cast too, I might add.
Oh, yes.
Again, like, very
So,
random. I mean, you got everybody in here from someone who would go on to be the Penguin in the DC universe to a former Doctor Who is in here. There's McLovin from Superbad is in here. I'm just like, this
yeah,
is a
Colin
random.
Farrell. Yeah, Colin Farrell. And you know what I
Well,
was
not
thinking
Colin
too?
Farrell's the Penguin. Well, I mean, I guess
Oh,
he's
yeah.
in like a show. Yeah, he's the Penguin.
So, do you remember? I don't remember what it's called, but you'll remember what I'm talking about. So, Toni Collette was the mom in this movie. What's that show that
Yep.
she was in where she had like the mental health?
Dissociative identity disorder.
Yes.
The
Oh,
United States of Terror.
yes.
The United
So
States of
good.
Terror.
I have to
I
re
reckon
I'm yeah.
I have to rewatch it,
Yeah.
but I was very into that show when I
Oh,
was airing.
it was yeah.
I was very much into that show. I recognize that probably I'll watch it back now and be like, "Ooh, there's probably some things because of like the nature of talking about what
Yeah.
she had
Yep.
going on." But at the same time, I can also recognize I can love it for what this is what when we're talking about things that have aired in the past and we know now that they would necessarily
Yeah.
update the material, but we can say that we love it for what it was. That's
Yes.
what I'm gonna start saying. I love it for what it was,
Oh,
you
because
know?
the same thing with Glee. Like
Yeah,
watching it, I mean, it's still
love it
good
for what it
I
was.
still like watching it, but like the stuff you get away with.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
but yeah, United
Just
States of
like,
Terror. I was like, when I saw her face, I was like, what is that show that she was in? And it's like, I know
I
you
don't
know
know how
it.
Toni Collette doesn't have an Oscar. I don't know how she
She's
doesn't
been
have
in
one.
so many stuff.
She's done so many things. If you've never seen Hereditary, she gives I'm so mad that, like, now it's starting to change now because, Demi Moore got nominated for a horror movie last year.
Uh,
Didn't win, by the way, but got nominated, but Toni Collette has given one of the best performances in a movie that I've ever seen in the movie Hereditary. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but if you
no,
didn't, it's genuinely scary, like, it's a horror movie,
that's
like,
why.
it's
No,
genuine.
but that's why I'm like, when can I watch it? Because I gotta like prepare
Yeah,
myself.
if you wanna sit down and watch a good movie, it is a great,
Yeah.
fantastic, one of the best movies I've seen. If I when I list, like not even, like, horror movies, it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I really like it. It's like a classic horror. It goes into, like, the whole thing of, like, people dying and, like, seances and, like,
Oh,
possession,
yeah.
stuff like that. That's basically what it is. Seances, possession, death. That's
Yep.
basically what without spoiling. Um yeah, and that's really random because I had a nostalgia pang in that movie too, because one of the Wolf brothers is in that movie, but now he's like grown up.
Oh, yeah.
Alex Wolf, the younger one too, might add, not the one that's dating Billie Eilish. If you didn't
Oh,
know,
yes, I forgot
that's
about
dating
that.
Billie Eilish. I don't know if he still is, but at one point, a couple months ago, they were seen like kissing, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is such a specific thing, and nobody knows who he
I
is."
know. I know.
But they,
When
like,
I
went
yeah.
on tour they, like, went on tour together, so I'm like, "Oh, okay, well, that's when it happened." But Toni Collette's very underrated. Now see, and even if this movie's not underrated, I'm gonna put it in this list because Toni Collette's underrated, and I think she should have
Yes.
an Oscar by now.
Yes. And um
And she doesn't get much to do in this movie, though, I will say.
no.
It's not really
No.
and
But
she's kinda just like, "Vampires? What? He's not a vampire.
he's just
What?"
really attractive man. He can't be.
No, the thing that okay, let me read the synopsis and then
Oh
we can
yeah.
get into it because the way that he reveals that he's a vampire is kind of like the funniest shit
It's
I've ever
so
seen.
funny.
Like it was really funny. Like there was not okay. We'll say Charlie, played by Anton Yelchin, R.I.P. By the way, that guy passed away.
Oh,
The main
yeah.
character.
Tragic. It
Yeah,
was sad because I read
in like
it.
a tragic
Mhm.
accident. Did you know how he
Yes.
died? He
So
like was
I
parking his car. He
he
like had his car Jeep parked or something,
to
and
get
it
his
like rolled
mail.
down. Yeah, he went to go get his mail in his mailbox, and his car like rolled down the hill of his house and like trapped him against the
Yep.
fence, and he like got stabbed by like the fence of his house. I was like, what the
And
fuck?
he was only in his 20s.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
fuck.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and he had a thing, I don't know why, in a couple different movies, maybe he just liked the name Charlie because he was also in a movie called Charlie Bartlett, underrated. I would also
Ah, I
recommend it.
feel like
He
I
like
might
play
have
he like
seen that.
yeah, he like doesn't it's it I could go on a tangent talking about it, but it's kind of funny and he's in that movie with what's her name? Oh my God. Kat Dennings is in that movie with
Oh,
him.
mhm.
Yeah, but he seems to have a thing. I don't know why some actors do this. They always play characters that have the same name.
Yeah.
So he's played somebody named Charlie in like multiple movies. I'm just like,
Yep.
huh, don't know why. But anyway, Charlie is a high school senior who is with the quote unquote in crowd and dating Amy, Imogen Poots, who is also that's number one girl. Your name is really funny. I'm sorry,
And
Imogen Poots.
wait, no, but I googled her, right? Do you know what her middle name is?
What?
Gay.
Imogen Gay Poots?
Yeah, that's her full name.
Is that her name or the name that she took? Like, if she took that name,
Wait,
that's really.
what was she in? She was in something else.
She was in the oh my God, what was that movie? It's that she was in That Awkward Moment. She's one of the girlfriends. I think she's the one that goes after Zach in That Awkward Moment.
Oh,
I think so.
maybe.
And she was in a couple different things, but she's definitely in that movie.
But imaging gay poots.
Hey,
And it doesn't, and it doesn't say, like
yeah,
most of
she's
the
in That
time.
Awkward Moment.
Okay,
That's
that's
where
why.
I think I saw her first in this, and then I saw her in well, That Awkward Moment only came out 4 years after this movie. That's
Oh
crazy.
wow,
She was
it's
also in Need for Speed, if you know that movie. I don't
never
know.
seen it.
Vivarium, I've never seen that. All of You. I think she's just, like, random she was in 28 Weeks Later,
Oh,
which I think was a sequel to something else. I don't
28
know.
days later, probably.
Green Room. She's been in, like,
So maybe it was
V
yeah, it
for
probably was
Vendetta.
just that awkward moment.
Yeah.
But
But he is dating her. Let me get back to the
oh yes,
synopsis.
yes, yes.
He's dating Amy. I don't know what who writes these overviews because the way they put the sentence like is dating Amy, the most sought after gal on campus.
First
It
of all,
literally says gal.
Gal, come on, it's 20 what 11 to
But trouble enters his world in the form of Jerry Dandridge, which is crazy because they never say Jerry's last name in the
oh
movie,
yeah,
so I don't know why. A charismatic new neighbor. After witnessing some unusual activity next door, Charlie concludes that Jerry is a vampire. Of course, no one believes him. It's like, okay. like,
yeah,
After seeking advice from illusionist Peter Vincent, played by David Tennant,
wild.
Charlie sets out to destroy Jerry himself, which is hilarious because I did not remember that David Tennant was in this movie.
Me
And I'm
neither.
not the
And
biggest Doctor Who fan, but one of my closest friends is. So I've heard about David Tennant multiple times in my
yes,
life. So I'm just like, that's so. He has a random filmography too. I mean, he's been in like Doctor Who, Harry Potter, like
oh
he's.
yeah,
uh, but this cast is pretty random. Like honestly, it's
oh yeah,
like very like it's very
oh
2010s
yeah.
of the
Because you
casting.
have the guy that plays Ed, Christopher
Is
Mintz,
McLovin. Yeah.
McLovin. Yep,
And then he's also from,
Kick Ass,
yeah, there you
which
go.
is
I
what
couldn't
I
think of
remember
it.
him from most.
Yeah. I was introduced to him through Superbad.
Yes, I don't know if I've ever seen Superbad. I feel like always
Maybe, if you wanna watch it. I can understand why you would skip it, but it's
is it?
it's got pretty funny scenes.
Oh
It's got funny moments. I wouldn't call it a funny movie overall, but it's got
yeah.
funny moments. That's what also, that's probably Emma Stone's first movie, like, even before like, you would see Emma Stone, like, pre-Easy A, which is kinda wild.
Oh, that's yeah.
Yeah, yeah, true. But what did you say? Had you seen this movie before? You
Yes, but
had.
I didn't realize I did until I started watching it.
Yeah, and then
'Cause
you're like,
I
"Oh,
totally
we'll
forgot,
just
but as soon as, like,
we'll
the
give it away."
opening credits came on, I was like, "Yes, okay. I do remember this now."
This has a 72% in Rotten Tomatoes. That might be a little high. That might
For
be a
its
little high.
time, but no like, are they updating this? Because, like, maybe
I don't
back
know.
when it came out,
Maybe it's when
72%.
it's released it gets the score and then they don't update
But
it.
then so if that's the case, then why still, I don't understand why Haunted Mansion got 14%.
Yeah.
If
Okay, if I could change this score, I would drop this down to probably like 52
yeah,
versus
yeah,
72. I think that's more appropriate. But
yeah,
damn, did this not have some like this was very I was like, "Oh yeah, this movie came out in 2011." Like when they were
uh-huh,
talking about certain things, when they just refer to girls, they're like, "She's a skank and this one's a slut." And I'm like, "Oh, please stop with that." Like that was really
yeah,
annoying
but
me.
then you're like, "Oh, yeah,
That
it's
was really
2011."
yeah, but I was like it was like and then I was like, "Wait, it makes sense though, because it's like they're all like I guess it's like teenage guys and then they're like I don't know, they wouldn't do it now, I guess, but
Yeah,
it's just very 20 like go I guess because it came out in 2011, maybe they were even making this probably as early as like 2009. Who knows like how long it takes, you know? But
yeah,
I'm like, "Oh, this is very like early 2010s, like late 2000s like humor." I'm just like, "Oh, I
mhm,
don't know." And then they tried to make it like they had like Colin Farrell's just like a dick. Like they just made
yeah,
him like a dick,
yeah,
which he's played like a lot, but man, there's just some things that he would say when I'm just like, "Ooh, punch him in the face, like, just do it right now."
uh-huh, just the way he looks sometimes, I'm like, "Ugh."
God. But I just think the way that he revealed that he was a vampire was like really took me out when I
Oh,
rewatched
yep,
because he tries to be there's such a short amount of time where he tries to be like I mean historically if you look at like what vampires do like what's the whole thing like they want to charm I mean look at obviously this is more of a kids movie but I compared this at one point in text I was like it's kind of got a little bit of like mom's got a date with a vampire.
uh-huh,
But if you
yeah.
compare that to how long the vampire in that movie spent, like, actually being charming, like, this guy gets tired of it real
Oh,
fast.
yeah, immediately,
He
he
does
just outs
he
himself,
does
you're like, "Okay."
he yeah. The first indication of it is that Charlie finds out because, well, first their other friend goes missing, and the one guy the McLovin guy, Ed, he is like, "Oh, we gotta go after school. We gotta go to Adam's house. He's missing."
Yeah,
And then I was just like, "Oh, whatever." Like he's just kind of being like a bad friend. Like I
yeah,
guess he's like, "Oh, I'm not." He's he kept saying, it, which I was cracking up to. He's like, I wanna run away from my dorky past." I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking?"
have you
Like there's no
looked in the
like.
mirror? You're still there, like,
And apparently they're like seniors in high school, but it wasn't giving that they were like seniors in high
no, I
school.
thought
I
you would think,
felt like
like,
they were like I felt like they
sophomores,
were like yeah, yeah,
freshmen,
but they're
yeah,
apparently like seniors. I don't know, they looked young for seniors, didn't they? In my
yeah.
opinion, they
Oh,
did.
they
I
did,
don't know,
yeah,
maybe because now it's probably like how like Netflix and like HBO, like it's like we're looking at like Euphoria and like they're like 30 and they're like playing like
yeah,
teenagers, so maybe that's why. But
yeah,
so eventually his other friend comes in contact with the vampire and then he goes missing. And then
yeah,
that's when he's finally like, "Oh, this is bad. Like bad things are
uh-huh,
happening." But then he spends what, like a half hour like trying to be charming and then he straight up just knocks on the door of their house and then the
oh, yeah,
mom's like he's like, "Don't answer the door." He's like and she's like, "It's my house, I can answer the door." And he's like, "No, don't do it." And he just kept saying like, "No, don't answer the door." And I was expecting the mom to like walk around him and just answer the door, but she just
yeah,
straight up goes like, "Alright, then call the police if he's bothering you."
yeah,
Because he's at the door like, "Oh, your son's harassing me." And then she just goes, "Okay, call the authorities." And then he
yeah,
just like
uh-huh,
he he instead of, like, trying to keep being charming, he straight up just takes a shovel, goes to the yard of their house, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Well, what is he doing now?" And then this is when the mom's like, "Oh, he's not kidding." Like, she thought it was, like, a joke at
yeah,
first, like, she's like, "Oh, you're trying to prank your girlfriend," like, "It's really funny."
yeah.
And then, because he literally has, like, garlic
Oh,
hanging from,
yes,
like,
yep,
the window. Some of it was, like, really funny. I was like, "Wait, this is, like, what, like, a teenager would do, though." So I'm
uh-huh,
like, "Eh, it kinda makes sense."
and
But then he takes a shovel, and it literally the plot goes from 0 to 100 real fast because he takes a shovel and he digs in their yard and then pulls out what, like, the wire to, like,
Oh,
their
yes.
gas, like, connected
Mhm.
to their house, and then their house just, like, bursts into flames while they're still inside.
Uh-huh.
And then and then the window, like, cracks because obviously they have, like, a giant he, like, cuts a cord or something. He causes, like, a giant explosion in their house, and then they are looking at him through the window, and then he's like, I don't have to be," 'cause a classic thing with vampires, if people don't know, is that they have to be invited into your house.
Yep.
And then he thinks, well, he goes to them, which I cackled out loud when he said this. He causes an explosion in their house, and then they see him, like, through, like, a broken window, and he goes, "I don't have to be invited in if there is no house." And I
Yes.
was like, "Bro,
Or,
this
like,
motherfucker's gonna
when
blow up
Ed was
their
getting
house."
chased when Ed was getting
Mhm.
chased, and he goes in and breaks the window, gets in, and Ed's like, "Ha, you can't, like, come in, you're not invited." He's like, "This is an abandoned house," and just walks right in.
So he has the loopholes.
Yep.
So these vampires have loopholes. Also, I didn't get I had beef with the whole stabbing, like, the stake in the heart,
Yeah.
because at one point he's chasing, like, they're in a car. It's Charlie, his mom, and his girlfriend, and they're in the car. And then the mom takes, like, a step, like, he's trying to go at Charlie, and then the mom fully takes, like, a sign, like a for sale sign or something from, like, out of the ground and, like, stabs him. She stabs him in his heart.
Yeah.
They're not gonna tell me that that's not in his heart because that's the exact same spot that later on he stabs his friend, and it
Yes.
works. So I'm like, they just had to, like, keep making, like, I wish they would've, like, made her, like, stab him somewhere else, but I'm like, he's just, like,
Like, he
not
yeah,
dying,
she
like.
tried and then, like, "Oops, it's slightly to the left." It's like,
And then later on, they involve this illusionist,
"Oh my god."
AKA the movie went on way longer too
Then it
than I thought it
yeah.
was. Like, I thought the part when they were in, like, the whole thing when they're knocking into the glass cases and she's, like, getting the
Yes, yeah.
bullets and, like, shooting him, I thought that was the end of the movie.
And then it just
I
kept
didn't know that
going.
there was a
Yeah.
whole I didn't know that there was a whole another location where he was keeping people captive that he was
Yeah.
killing. Remember that whole part? And then they, like, don't turn or something? Like, what was the whole thing at the end? Like, they were able to be brought back to life, like, even though the girlfriend had been, like, bitten
Yeah.
or whatever, the specifics of this movie doesn't really make a lot of sense, to
Yeah.
be quite honest. Like, they were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna take this rule and just throw it out the window."
Yeah. The one
Oh,
thing,
man.
I don't know why it cracked me up so much, but you know the shoes that Charlie, like, wears in the beginning? And I
Mhm.
guess they're, like, cosplaying shoes or not normal pair of shoes, but when Jerry's
Yeah.
like, "It takes a real real man to wear poos." I'm just like, I don't know why that like, the term "poos" and then just Colin Farrell being like, "Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
yeah,
real
because like,
man to
puce is,
wear
like, the color
poos."
of, like, green or something.
Yeah.
He's like, "It takes a real man to wear puce." I'm like, "Okay."
And that was, like, the only time he tried
I
to be
really I was losing my shit when he was like, "Oh, you're in a house and you don't wanna let me in? Okay, I'll just blow up the house."
yeah,
Oh my god.
I
And
can't,
then
but
how, like, the progression of, like, how ugly, like, the vampires get, like, over, like, a course of, like, 5 minutes, like, when he's being attacked by his friend, and then the friend just keeps getting angrier, and his face
yep.
just gets, like, worse and worse.
Mhm.
I'm like, "Interesting, you're just turning into Nosferatu, like, as we speak, like,
Yep.
what's going on?" Like, I don't know if that was CGI or, like, makeup artists were going ham, but they were like, "We're gonna use this budget today."
Uh-huh.
Like, oh my god.
It had its good moments, but again, it's
It
one of
did.
those where, like, you watch it after not seeing it for so long, and then you're like, "That wasn't as good as I remember."
It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous is what I would describe it as.
Yes. But, like, yeah, I probably won't need to watch that one again for a while. It's not
No.
no. But now I feel compelled to watch the other mostly ghostlies because I just wanna know if they're just as bad. But why did I
And then you
like
come
it
back,
so
update, they are.
there, but why did I like it so much? Like, it's so weird, I just
I'm telling
remember
you, it was probably just
whenever
nostalgia.
probably, because just whenever it was on Disney Channel, like, I just remember being so excited when it came on, and then watching it again, I'm like, "What?"
It was like a staple for you.
Yeah.
Again, nostalgia.
Yep.
The soda's really powerful.
Oh yes. Let me see, because I think I do. I have it somewhere. Um, trying to find my latest tweet. There's something. I tweeted something stupid. Oh, I was very big on song lyrics. Um, so
What, for a
I,
Facebook memory?
yeah,
Do you
yeah,
have a Facebook memory?
I do.
Do you have a Halloween related one? No.
No, I don't. But I have. I
We
again.
could sub out and say like what about an old Halloween costume, maybe, because it's a spoopy episode. If you want to do that,
That's
like, do
true.
you have like a really cool like maybe from when you were a kid or something? Yeah,
No,
like a Halloween costume that you remember that stuck out.
no. But this year I'm going as a bee.
Iconic
Iconic for many
onesie and
reasons.
everything.
Yep. And I wore it. I will say.
I was Hannah Montana in 8th grade.
Yes.
I have
Yep.
no photo proof of it either. There's
Oh,
one
really?
no, I have, and I know I took one picture of it, but I feel like it was like a picture that got like lost or something. And I can picture what it looks like because my best friend was Lola, and I was
That's amazing.
yep, yep. And if I ever do find it somehow, maybe my friend has it in her collection of pictures. I don't know, but yeah, my best friend was Lola, and I was Hannah,
Oh,
and I could still remember like the outfit that I vaguely had on. Like I had the jeans, and I had some type of like glittery like scarf.
and the wig.
And she had a purple wig. She had a
Yep.
purple wig. I had a
Oh,
blonde wig. Yep.
yeah, the
Yep.
purple wig.
Courtesy
I
of Party
yes.
City, for sure.
But so I got the
And Party
onesie.
City's like dead now, so
I
that's kind
know.
of wild.
I mean, I think there's still a few that are open, right? Or
Yeah,
is
the
it
ones
just
near me closed.
the
I'm pretty
closest
sure.
one near me? I
Or
think is. Wait, I typed in
like if
Party
they're open,
City
or
and
if
it's
they're
not coming up at
open,
all.
are they fully gone? I
Maybe.
wonder if they're fully gone now. Well, because I had been in one probably like 3 years ago or something, and it was like
Yeah.
basically empty. It
Yeah.
was basically empty, and it was around like Halloween time, and I was like, oh, this is like no,
I know. I'm
something's
trying
wrong.
to see if the one near me is still around. Find a store. Here you go. I don't think it is. No? Zero stores? That's so sad. That was a staple.
End of an era.
I know. But Spirit of Halloween lives on. But apparently there's
True.
no Spirit of Halloween in Pennsylvania anymore.
Huh.
Closest one is Jersey. That's sad. It's like when like Toys R Us closed. It just like
Yeah,
all
and
the
then now they
nostalgia's
tried to
just gone.
they tried to
Yeah.
reopen it. Well, they tried to reopen it, and then they're like, "Oh, it's gonna be in a section in Macy's," and I'm like, "No, not the same thing.
Not the same thing.
Not the same."
No.
And I
But
don't even think that's gonna hold up because now Macy's is on the downward
oh,
spiral.
is it?
I'm pretty
Well,
sure. Yeah, yeah. I had a big department store one that closed near me, so and it was like a giant, like big department store. So I'm like, oh, interesting. I don't know.
but yes,
But I think
I
I have a status that I found from 2009.
oh,
It's literally just it's stupid. It's not even that good. I must have just been like in a bad mood, is my guess. It says this is from October 25th of 2009. So the status was 16 years ago, which
oh
is
my god.
wild to think about that the
Mhm.
year 2009 was 16 years ago. So somebody that was born in the year 2009 is 16 right now. That's
That's
crazy.
wild.
But status says, and I quote, "Gonna go to bed soon, I guess. Whatever."
Yeah, you were pissed though. You something pissed you off. No, I
What does that mean? I just wish that, you know, we're using AI for all of these technologies. I want to be able to get back into my like what was going on at that exact moment when
yes.
I typed that status. That's what I want to be
Yep.
able to use
Because
AI
let me
for.
tell you, this status, it's like
Is it lyrics again? Is it song?
well, I do have one saved that's lyrics. I'll save that. Um, 15 years
Like,
ago, and I feel
like,
like
I'll
this
save
is
that. You guys aren't ready for that one.
oh no. Um, this I feel like is on par with the one that you just gave. But 15 years ago,
Uh-huh.
September 8th,
Okay, so
2010.
2010.
Yep,
Okay.
September 8th, 2010. LOL, typo. The
What's
thing
the
is, it's like
typo?
I didn't type anything that was a typo.
You probably deleted the typo. You
Probably,
probably had a separate
mm,
status. You had a separate. I can bet. Just thinking of, because I
maybe,
was in a similar headspace when I said I was telling people gonna go to bed soon. Whatever. Like, okay. So
yeah. Either that, and I did
you
type
probably
something
typed the
out.
status with the typo. You probably typed the status with a if I could guess, you probably typed the status with the typo, deleted it, and then made another status that said "lol
LOL,
typo."
typo. Or it was on maybe a TV show or something where someone was like, "Oh, typo," but mm, I don't know what's worse.
So I was mad, and you were just
Lol,
typing and making typos.
lol, typo. I got one like,
Uh,
so did pretty well that time.
was it you? No, I'm kidding. Because
No,
I
for
would like
once,
no, no, no.
no.
No valid question. Because I would also like my own stuff
No, and
and
it's worse
stuff.
when you get one like and it's only you, and you're like, "Ooh."
And it's just you, and you're like, okay.
Yes. Nope.
Oh,
Someone else actually like that status. Great.
gotcha. Okay.
How about
Well,
typo? Lol. I can't. I just can't. Also,
uh,
I'm going to update everybody as time goes, but I've been wanting to buy a DNA test for my dog.
nice.
She's 11, but she's perfectly healthy. Um,
Right.
so I'll probably still have her for a few more years, but I'm like, oh, I want to see what she is before she goes. And
Right.
the shelter said German Shepherd mix. She
Okay.
kind of looks like I can see where they would think the German Shepherd. Um,
That was my first guess because I was like, when you said that, I looked at a picture of Romy and I was like, I just get German Shepherd when I look at her, but
yes.
who's to say?
And so
I guess
I
the DNA test will tell us.
yes, and so we'll see what she is. I sent it out. I don't know how long it takes. But they give you a swab kit because you have to swab the inside of their like cheek, and then they give you the packaging just to send it right back. And so I have it's shipping to California, where I guess Embark is. So it's not at the lab yet. So I'm like impatient, and I'm just keep checking.
I'll keep you updated
Yes, yes.
on that.
And
I
when
can't
you were
believe
filling
Halloween
out
is
the
next week.
question, because you were filling out the questions, and then it was like based on your questions, she's a senior, and I was like, please don't remind me. I know she is.
Oh, so she's healthy though. That's a good
She
thing.
is healthy. Yep.
We'll have to see
Yes.
on the next episode what is Romy.
Yes. An issue. Is it still at the lab?
Why should not be in German? Would you know it would be?
I
You know
know.
it would
That's
be
what
like really surprising if she wasn't German Shepherd at all.
I
That
know.
would
That's
be
why
really
part of me
crazy.
didn't want to do it because I was like, I spent the last 11 years with her, and to find out she's not a German Shepherd, I'm gonna like cry my eyes out about it. Um,
Why did you
but
want her to be a German Shepherd really bad?
I don't know. That's
I
what she
mean, she's
was for the
no
last
matter
11
what she's
years. So it's like,
no matter what she's still Romy.
oh yeah.
You know, she's
Um,
still your gal. No
but
matter what,
yes.
your gal. No
Mhm.
matter what.
Gal. Yep. But
Bring that
I
back. I'm gonna bring that back. Everybody say the word gal.
no, I saw a post once, um, that was like, "Oh, we need to say like when you're talking to your friends, you need to treat them like when you talk to like a nun, where it's like Sister Catherine. It would be like I'd be calling you Bestie Andrea."
Remember, bestie.
Yep.
I will also be calling you bestie.
I know. So
And then we would both be saying bestie Bree. Shout out to
yes,
Bree if she's listening to this. Our biggest fan.
our biggest fan. Yes, and I saw a post that was like, yeah, and you gotta. talk to your best friends like they're nuns in a convent and just call them bestie in their name. I was like, that's amazing.
It is. We just get shirts made.
Not yes. Yep.
That's hilarious.
I'm just gonna start doing
Oh,
that to all my coworkers.
they'll be like, okay.
Okay.
They don't, you don't give them the context of the post, you just start doing
Yep.
that.
Yep.
Oh man.
But tell us
Well,
where you can find us.
you can find us on, we have Instagram,
Mhm.
we have Blue Sky, we
Yes.
have TikTok. We all of our episodes go up on Spotify, Apple
Hmm.
Podcast, and YouTube.
The YouTubes,
Where we
yes.
also did I cover it all? Did I
I think
cover it
so.
all? I think so. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, hope everybody has a good spoopy time. These
Yes.
next
Yes.
like Halloween is what, less than a week?
It's
Halloween's less than
Friday.
a week away. That's crazy.
Yeah.
October really said, Zoinks, I gotta go.
I
They
know.
just like oh man.
At least we're
But
closer to
hey,
Christmas.
true. True, true, true. We have some interesting events in between that too,
Yes.
which we will be talking about. Life
Hmm.
events, you
Yes.
know. And then also this time next week, we're gonna be getting tatted. So that might
Yes.
be what the next episode's about, is my tat,
That's true.
probably.
Because you've never had a
But
tattoo.
no, so I'll be sharing my experience. I'm not super nervous. I'm like
Yeah.
whatever about it because I know that I want to get it done. I'm pretty good with like, I mean, I recently just got two, like I had to get my flu and my COVID shot, and I got one in each arm, which I was advised to do by my coworker, so I didn't have too much pain in one arm. And I
Oh,
was fine with that. So I'm like, "Oh, I know it's not the same, but
they say, well, I have a tattoo. It's not like a full sleeve or
that you do.
anything. The thing is like
No.
the tattoo I have is not anything compared to what other people have. So I'm like, this new tattoo is I'm gonna feel it more. So I'm like kind of nervous. But it basically feels like a cat scratching you constantly. So
Hey, if anything, I'm used to that
yep.
experience.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, between Lemmy and now new cat Ruby. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
yeah.
used to
And I have a
it.
kicker. Like I don't know if any of them kick.
I mean, it was a kicker.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Uh-huh.
was a get your arm in a vice grip and kick it.
Oh yes. When
Yep.
Niles going at it and I'm playing with him and he will full on wrap himself around my arm and just do the whole kicking thing and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
mm-hmm.
Must be an orange cat thing. Because
Yep.
Lemmy would do that to me.
Sticks doesn't really do that. She will bite you if she wants you to stop
Well,
doing
hey,
whatever you're doing, but like yeah.
bite you. I'm done.
Yeah. Just a little bit. Just a little nibble, you know?
She's like, I just gotta let him know.
Yeah, yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Yeah. She won't attack you, but she will let you know like stop.
Like, hey, stop.
Mm-hmm. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah. Get some help. Um,
Divine, stop it. Get some help.
uh-huh.
Oh, all right. Well, watch your spoopy movies. Everybody watch spoopy movies.
Yes.
Have a good spoopy time.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy Halloween, and we'll catch us in the next
Yes.
one.